everyone, and welcome back to Derps and Dank Places. I'm your host, the all-seeing, all-powerful, all-salty, but not as much, Three-Eyed Pigeon, and these are my derps. Say hi, derps.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Alright, excellent. Belgar, why don't you tell a little bit about yourself?
Hello, I'm Belga, Dragonborn cleric of the group, trying to keep these derps alive, and we just saved the town, so we'll see how that plays out.
Alright, Entropia, tell them about yourself.
Hello, I'm Entropia. I am the token human rogue assassin of the group. And alongside my husband last week, we distracted a very large salt genie from Nassim, flooding the town once again. But it was a good thing to do.
Excellent.
It worked out.
And
Anyway,
last
yeah.
and certainly not least, Nassim, tell us about yourself.
Hello, I'm Nassim. I am an Energenasi. I am technically a cleric. I am also technically a monk. And for once, me flooding a city was for good.
See, you balanced out from the last time you flooded the city, darling.
Yeah. We will talk about that one.
But anyway, shall we get back into where we were?
Yes.
So, as previously stated, when last you left off, you all finished fighting off invaders from the elemental plane of salt, or the quasi-elemental plane of salt. You flooded the city, saving the populace as they float in on the ships that they were actually defending themselves against the salt genies from. And you're seeing them slowly making their way up the hill to see the devastation of their towns. So you all are just, for a brief moment, you all are just standing in the town as it is quiet, and you all are, I don't want to say tired, but you probably feel
Wet.
at least, yes, definitely wet. So, crew of the Second Chance, what do you do?
Petra went to go take a nap, so he's not. That happened at the very. I think that happened at the very end of the session. He's currently in the sarcophagus.
Yes.
He's taking a nap.
Good.
It's probably for the best, especially
Good.
now.
Good.
Well, that was something.
That was a thing. I'm so
It
tired.
looked like you were a bit of danger up there, Entropia.
I mean, it was fun, though. Thanks to Kriv, I think we managed. that whatever that thing was going to cast something large.
Oh, probably. And good thing, too, because I don't have any water to distract it with. At least not enough for it to draw its attention, I'm sure.
This did the trick, but here you go, darling. Nassim, you're getting handed back the decanter of handless water, so it's back in your inventory.
Cool. Yeah, Nassim is just like sitting in like the muddy sand. She's tired.
Are you doing sand angels?
No, she's just kind of just laying there, just like staring at the sky, because it's still raining, right, honey?
Or has it stopped for now?
Or has the raining stopped?
It's a light drizzle at this moment, which, as it's doing so, you hear a sudden from the distant cathedral. You just see a large pillar of salt get like melted off its base and crash to the ground in a devastating, like, cacophonous shattering of salt everywhere.
Yeah,
Over
Nassim
at this
just
building?
Huh?
Yeah,
Is
where
it
we
over at
are
this
at?
building?
Yeah.
here.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause here's the Colosseum where the guy was at.
He said cathedral.
My mistake.
Okay. Oh, you said cathedral. I heard Colosseum. I'm tired.
Both
Just
in
like
and
the
out of
zoo.
game.
In and out of game, I'm tired.
Yeah. Well, should look into since the scene is exhausted. Belgar, do you want to send a message to Mr. Hard and Orisa to let them know that the town is safe?
Yes, I can certainly do that. Anything in particular we want to say to them? Just that it's safe and they can come to it now.
Yes. Yeah, nothing else. I'm sure they saw from a distance.
We did put on quite a show. Yeah, Belgar will do a sending and basically just say, the town has been saved. It's safe. You may return to it now with the merchant.
You get a simple acknowledgement. Not even a word, just a from Hod.
Yeah.
The vocal equivalent of a thumbs up.
Yeah, basically. Just reminds me like he's a farmer, just like yelp.
Yep.
Chopping.
Yep.
He's a man of few words.
But
So-
anyway, as you all are standing here, you do start to hear people who are slowly coming up, making their way to their houses, and like seeing just the general damage of it.
Mhm. Does anyone look like? Is there anyone like dressed in like noble wear or anything? Like, does it look like there's any like possible leaders amongst the crowd?
Make me an investigation check.
Sure. Let's do that. That is an 18 plus 12, so 30.
So you notice primarily, there are. You notice one particularly well-garbed individual. You notice a lot more of armored, what look like town guards who are helping like weaker people back to their homes.
Okay. Does this well-dressed person look busy?
He definitely looks like he's kind of lost in it.
Mm-hmm. Is he human? Is he elf?
He is a human.
He is a human? Entropy is gonna point him out to Nassim and Belga. That looks like someone who's in charge, though they look a bit confused.
Can I tell if they look like someone's in charge or if they just look like a rich person?
Oh, roll me, you can roll me an insight with advantage, seeing as you're part of the culture. Though, well, I guess since you have cultural knowledge, even though you might not roll as high as Entropia, you, would know.
Alright. Do you
Like a
want me to
lower
roll
DC.
it?
Yes, I do want you to roll. I'm just saying that you'll probably get a more defined answer on who that person is.
Mhm.
Alright, dirty 20.
That doesn't mean, if you were going to guess, at least from the general structure of Kasai, it's probably led by a caliph. That guy doesn't look quite dressed right for a caliph, but he is probably an affluent member of society, if not a seneschal of their house, so he's probably someone good to go to. He is a human.
He's not the big wig, but he could probably do at least something.
Mm-hmm. All right. Shall we go over and say hello? You are the rain giver, after all.
And you just hear this sigh. She's still laying in the ground. Cause she didn't get up to look at him. She just kind of turned her head to look at him.
Do you want Belgar to carry you, darling?
Looks over at Belgar, raises arms. Uppies. I don't care that I can fly. Uppies.
We'll give you a piggyback ride.
Yes, uppies.
I guess we'll walk over to this gentleman.
Yep, I'm just piggyback, arms loosely hanging over Belgar's shoulders.
Mhm.
As you all walk over, he like first notices you and kind of like overlooks you two primarily, but then when he notices Nassim, he suddenly lights up and kind of steps forward, trying to like make himself look not so much that he just spent several days on a boat in confined quarters with everybody else. Am I assumed to believe that you all are responsible for our liberation, as it were?
We are.
I acknowledge you, and especially you, Raingiver. The people have taken much notice of what you have done, and this one thanks you.
Tiredly thumbs up. That is cool. I hope they're not mad. I destroyed that whole district.
Less destroyed. Surprisingly, at least from what we saw, a lot of the structures were still intact.
Cool. Hopefully the water will recede soon.
As he slowly walks forward, where are this one's manners? I am Harabi, seneschal for Caliph Bassam.
Cool. Where is the Caliph?
Currently, he's between here and Bahadne.
Was he sailing there to get help?
He was trying to get them to open their city borders. They were constantly under siege by the salt monsters. Unlike our fair city, they managed to get off slightly better than we are.
Why is that, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, seeing as the portal opened up in the middle of our town, I would acknowledge that their defenses were less compromised than ours.
Right.
Do any of you have any food by any chance?
I have. Entropy will pull out, like, rations. Our food is on our cart outside the
He
city.
will greedily take the food and start consuming it.
Yeah.
I can actually create food if people need.
That is going to be a valuable skill in the upcoming days.
I bet.
As the DM is, like, swallowing food himself.
Gotta sell the bit.
Just nom nom nom.
I will be able to do that tomorrow. I do not have that spell prepared right now.
Well, if any of you are in need of gold, I can tell you this much. Food will be at a premium.
Until things level out here, I assume. Looking around.
Possibly. He sits down. As far as we can tell, most of our crops were destroyed by the creatures. Any green life is damaged, as it were. Hopefully it will recover. And if not, most of the ground has become salted in one way or another. We do not know if this unnatural salt will disappear with time or not.
How long were they here? Pointing to where, like, towards the arena. How long was that portal open?
Could have been... not a few days. Maybe a week. Hard to keep track. Things got desperate on the boats at times.
I understand.
Would you like
They-
us?
Go on.
We're heading to Ankara. Would you like us to see if Jaban Saord would send aid out here?
He actually holds up his finger. If you are offering, I can assure you that the Caliph will do likewise. Though, I have no doubt that he will want to thank you personally. So, if you are willing to stay a few days, I'm sure he'll be able to conjure some sort of thanks and recompense for what you've done.
That is I mean, we're gonna have to probably travel to Bahadne anyway to get supplies to make it to Ank'Harel.
Good luck. They have shut off their gates in all manner. They're not letting anyone in and out.
Is that only because of what just happened here in the city, or is there other reasons?
They are aware of the devastation, and they want to mitigate the onslaught of refugees coming in.
Just looks around. How, if you do not mind me asking, darling, how many people made it onto those boats?
About any sailing vessel, probably about 15,000, probably about 4,000.
How and was the populace before they arrived?
About 8,000.
That sounds about right. Given what we saw coming in.
Granted, those are only the ones that we managed to get onto the boats. I do not know of the fates of those that escaped out to the desert.
Some of them were probably salted. We found a lot of dead on our way in.
Merciful gods, give them peace, he says, kind of slowly bowing his head.
They have been given peace, I can assure you.
Then my thanks for more than one, but I am just a seneschal. I am no caliph. I cannot give you anything in recompense for that. However, I can at least direct you to the palace itself. You're more than willing to stay there, though I doubt there'll be much there that it'll be useful in the ways of foodstuffs, or at least not things I'd be more willing to give to you without the express permission of the Caliph himself.
Of course. Was that the large building over there? And she's just gonna point towards this giant ass building.
Very astute, he says sarcastically.
Well,
Yeah.
we can tell our cart driver to go there and be wary of people trying to assault it for what our supplies are.
Speaking of assaulting, are you sure they are all gone?
I just put a good chunk of the lake in the portal they were coming from.
And the portal closed.
That does not mean those that remained here are necessarily gone.
I'm guessing this is you leading into us sweeping the city.
Not just on my merit, but I will say that the guard will most likely be willing to share some of their rationings for any of those that manage to bring in any notable of the... I do not know what their names were, but we were calling them Salt Knights. Large, armored in those crystals, wielding 2 swords each.
Well, if we are to look into Nassim and Belgar, if we are to wait here to meet the Caliph, we could see what's here.
I will say, however, since you have been so kind, and also in a vain hope that perhaps we could share in this bounty together, somewhere in this city there was once a outcropping of the Sun Eaters. We were never able to necessarily find their hideout, but if one would, I have no doubt that they probably have great amounts of stores that they've kept away for their own personal use.
Intriguing.
I mean, we've been having fun kicking their asses across the desert.
It's true.
Then you will have no problems dealing with them, I can assume.
Have you ever, in your city, have you ever heard of whispers of Akimbo? Here?
If you are speaking, if you are speaking of the same Akimbo of myth from the time of my grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
there has been rumors of one who bears his name, though nowhere near as close to this city. They say he dwells within the north,
We drove him out of the north.
so he actually
did.
has returned.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
He ran off before we could finish him.
Strange. Well, it can't be any worse than having to deal with what we just dealt with. Anyway, I will take my leave. Must make the palace at least somewhat presentable.
And I guess we will meet you there.
Very good. Harabi bows and takes his leave.
Belgar, Nassim, you see the look in Entropia's eye.
We know.
What kind of disaster you want to start now? Or look for, I should say.
Well, I am rather curious about these Sun Eater storehouses.
Oh yes, if we can find those, that will... We can take what we need for us, and if there's enough left over, we can give it to the town.
Of course. Though it might require going into the shadows more, which, no offense to either of you.
Oh, no. I just hope it wasn't under the docks, because now it's very wet.
Well,
Just let us know if you need a distraction. I can more than likely fill that for you.
I appreciate it, darling.
You can go hunting for the immortal asshole. We'll go find the Salt Knights.
All right.
Yeah, you do have a title now, Nazim.
How does it feel to be important, darling? You have responsibility now.
Fuck you. And she's like just whining on Belgar's back.
Yeah. They'll definitely listen to somebody with that title in a desert, believe me.
Look, I kind of want to go to Bahadne and be an asshole with the title.
Oh, I am curious about that.
I don't know. I think something fishy's going on there.
Okay, which way is Bahadne? Is that to the north or the other city?
I think it's to
across
the south.
To the south.
Bahadne's the one to the south. So
It's
we'll...
on the other side of the oasis.
Gotcha.
But
Right? Did I have that right?
Yes.
Sergey?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's on the other side of the oasis.
I'm now just looking at the map trying to think of where Salt Knights would be, and my brain is like, they're either in the church or in the big building, if there's any left.
Well, they're definitely not going to be anywhere near the oasis now.
That's
Or
why I'm
the
thinking.
arena.
That's why I'm thinking either the church or in the palace, because those are far away.
Yeah. Probably anywhere up in this direction.
Yeah, I'm thinking like from like here up.
And Fergie, since
Yeah.
Criv and I were up in the air, and I imagine we were up pretty high, would I have noticed any parts of the town that looked like the poorer parts, like the lower class parts of the city? I can roll for it if you want me to.
Sure.
What do you want me to roll?
Just roll me a general kind of, I guess, insight.
Insight? All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, 18.
As you look down into the flooded section, you notice a lot of more ramshackled houses.
Okay. Alright. How deep is the water in that section now? How flooded is it?
So, it's not, like, incredibly flooded. It's only, like, a few feet, and it's quickly draining out. Though,
Okay.
there's a lot of debris that has been scattered around, and it's, it'll take some cleaning up.
Alright. So, Entropia she'll start making her way that way to head down to that part of the city. She'll start sniffing out sun eaters.
Alright, what are the other of you? What are you two doing?
I guess we're gonna try to head north, going off of our assumption that whatever salt knights are gonna be left are probably gonna be away from the water.
Alright.
Yeah. Probably journeying closer to the palace, because if there's anywhere to hold up, it's probably there.
Yes.
Plus, if you see
Alright.
somebody in just that shiny armor, who can resist trying to take a swipe at me?
And I now have a fancy water title, and they're not gonna like that.
Most likely not. One sec, I'm grabbing a map that I had, but for some reason I couldn't bring up originally, so I had to re-find it.
Ah.
Okay.
No worries,
I'm
friend.
Gonna, I'm gonna just move me and Belgar to, like, the bridge. She will, of course, now get off of Belgar.
Yeah. Like, I think I'm good.
I'm good now.
Drop you down.
She just wanted to be whiny.
I wanted to
an
be
extra 10
whiny and...
minutes.
Yeah, she wanted to be whiny and tired for a few minutes.
And you did just do a huge flooding spell, so
Yeah.
Yes.
understandable.
Alright, so let's follow Belgar and Nassim first.
Imagine we're just slowly drying off in the sun.
So, as you two begin to just walk through the streets, it slowly gets quieter until you're once again basically left with nothing but the slight desert breeze that blows through and the slight sloshing of your feet hitting still water slick stones on the path below you.
Okay.
Do you wish to talk about anything, or are you just gonna walk in silence?
I don't know, but you should shift the camera so it's actually on us.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Sorry, I didn't compensate for the overhang.
You're good.
Oh, wait, do we have another map here? Where is it at?
It's over to the side, but I'm still working on something there.
Oh,
Okay.
right. I'll give it the main map then.
Okay. I mean, I don't have anything to say unless... Does Belgar have something he wants to say?
Does but
Nothing personal, but is there any plans we could do? Should we be from across a drawbridge? I know you can fly.
I can
certainly
fly.
can.
Well, I stopped us there because I didn't know if the bridge was intact or not.
Yeah.
Is the bridge intact, hun?
At least from what you can tell, the bridge was up when the flooding went through. So it's still up. Just don't acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a placeholder.
I mean, I can fly us across.
Sure.
Sure.
Do we see any? You're on the. What's this called? Like the initial keep to the.
Yeah.
You want to check in here first?
Yeah, let's check it. Go with. Just say that we're inside. Do we find like a lever or anything to like bring the bridge down?
As you initially float in, you notice there's like this kind of slight briny smell that kind of comes up as you slowly look around. You notice a few things that still have some salt build up on them, but as you investigate with your passive investigations, you find what it looks like nearby, what look like mummified bodies, the controls for the gate itself.
It's pretty obvious to figure out which control like is the right one.
Yes.
Okay,
There's only one large lever.
gonna pull that.
The gate hangs as you look, and you notice that the chain has like jammed for some reason.
I bet it's the salt.
Probably the salt. I'm gonna go fly out to the chains.
As you fly out to it, you notice that there are definitely like there are crystals that have grown on the chain, but as you look back, it's probably like trapped in the inner workings where you'd have to go into a different part of the gatehouse.
Go back in. The salt has jammed up the gears.
Well, we do have that. The kit of endless water we could shoot at it.
Could.
Or
Would
wash
that
away
work, honey? If I just like geyser water on the chains, would it dissolve the salt?
Possibly.
I'm gonna do that.
Well, it'd take a little bit, but it's
Yeah, it'll
endless water, so.
Yeah. I'll just fire hose the chains.
So as you to start geysering it down, you can make me a perception check if you want.
That's a 6.
So yeah, you pour, and
9.
nice. Anyway, you pour, but nothing seems to be loosening the gate mechanism. You do hear like several crystals like fall off and break off, and you hear the kind of as it falls down into like the chute of the mechanism, but it doesn't seem to be moving for some reason.
Can I see which part of the guardhouse would like maybe hold the mechanism?
Sure. Roll me an investigation.
Okay. That's a nat 1 for a 2.
Got a 10. It's permitted
As
for the
far
2.
as either of you can tell, the structure itself is probably down below the main structure, so you'll have to find some sort of staircase down.
I'm gonna assume Belgar figured that because I got a nat 1.
Probably, yeah. And Trippy's over here just like, why?
We are wise, not smart!
Exactly.
This is the important distinctions, ladies and gentlemen.
We are insightful idiots!
Clearly.
But yes, I guess we find some stairs down, hopefully.
Please tell me we find the stairs.
I don't know, do you?
Do we? Okay, we'll
That's what it
try.
sounded like we did.
No, I think we inferred that there are stairs. We did not find the
Oh.
stairs.
With
No,
those
it's
with
the
those
stairs.
rolls, yeah, you did not find anything, but you inferred, so you'll have to look for them.
A 12! Can a 12 find the stairs?
As Nassim you just start looking, you start picking through some like more ruined aspects of the tower itself, but you're not finding any particular gate that leads further down.
Belgar, do you want to just fly across?
We could just fly across.
Let's just
We'll leave
fly
it at the gate.
We'll just fly across. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. We're just gonna fly.
Sucks to be the other guys.
So yeah, you float across. And you see what appears to be like long since ruined gardens, dry, desolate, like what was once probably been green and lush and beautiful. And it's a bit disheartening, but you guys are over. You start looking.
Do we wanna be nice about looking, or do we just want to yell at them until they show up if they're here?
What, to the Salt Warriors?
Yes.
I mean, if we make enough noise, they'll probably come to us.
Okay. I want to yell at them.
Plus, the water will also get their attention.
Exactly. So, since we're not gonna be subtle about this, I'm gonna just come here to like the center of the courtyard, at the bottom of the steps, and using thaumaturgy, I'm gonna be like, I know you're here, Salt Knights, you big fucking nerds! Come out!
Roll me a persuasion at disadvantage.
Even just a charisma.
Yeah, I mean it's doesn't really fit easily and
Well, that disadvantage, that was a nat 1 for a 7.
you hear Nassim's voice echo across the palace and nothing really comes of it.
You know, Nazim, I don't think they're in here. But we could always go inside and find out.
We could check. I don't know if they have ears.
I mean, I don't think they're quite here, per se.
Exactly.
They're elementals, so they'd probably use more vibration than ears,
mean-
you'd think.
I mean, my brother's got ears, and he's an elemental. Well, he's a... Well, that's a type of elemental.
There's varieties.
I know there's varieties.
I am one, she would say.
I'm
Yes.
kind of one. I have ears.
No, you
Yes. And you're the more humanoid variety. You're not like a literal
I know. I'm not.
killer.
I'm not a rock. I'm not a rock.
Yeah. So do we want to check out those buildings? He kind of points towards the two in the corner of the courtyard, and like this one over here,
Sure.
then this one.
Do you want to do left, right, or the big one in the middle?
Well, the biggest one will definitely be for last. So
Sure.
I'll go for this one.
Let's go here. Oop, we're gonna go left.
What do we find? Is this like a big
Uh,
bathhouse or something?
yes, it is the dried out remains of a bathhouse.
Shame. Oh, hi, DJ.
So
Hello.
as you step up, roll me perception checks.
Oh my gosh.
Dirty 20.
Good.
We
Oh,
are
yeah.
doing so good here.
Hey, you rolled good this time.
This time.
Entropia's having an aneurysm on the other side of town.
What is wrong? Why am I having such a headache?
Yeah.
I get the distinct feeling that they're being dumb. Anywho, DM.
You
What?
hear grinding, creaking grinding that's continuously echoing through the empty halls of this place.
Can we pinpoint where it's coming from?
Well, just from stepping in, it's coming from deeper inside.
It'll put us inside then.
Sounds dangerous. Let's go check it out.
Yes. Now that we're inside, do we have, like, is it coming, like, to the right of us, straight ahead, left, up, down?
Well, if you'll just give me one moment.
Look at me all around us. The whole place is just salt now.
As you walk around the first initial floor, you notice, like, primarily most of the bathing chambers have been completely, like, saltified. Dried bathing pools, dried plants, dried everything. Though you do notice that there is a lower section where, at least your keen perceptions, Nassim, pick up that there is sound continuously happening.
I think they're below us. Do we find, like, a staircase or, like, a passageway that leads down?
You do find a staircase.
We found one this time. Yay.
Well, it's a big open It's a big open door that looks like it was forcefully cut to ribbons and something's very large went under, so it's not hard to guess.
Okay. They're probably there.
Sounds like it'll be dangerous. Like,
Sounds like
actually
it'll
dangerous.
Sounds like it'll be fun.
I will say it is dark. So
Neither of us can see.
I have light. Let me cast it on my
I
sheet.
do too.
let me
Oh.
let me size you up and bring you over to the map.
Oh, it's over to the right, Corey.
Sure is. He's way over here.
Oh hey, there's Arisa, just chilling in like the ether.
He's
Yeah,
just
although I don't see the
he's
map.
just sitting on like one of those like movie star chairs eating a bagel, just looks up at you. It's like, what are you doing offset?
We're going to the next set. Shush.
Well, get there before the director gets mad.
The floor is invisible.
Oh yes, my bad.
It's all invisible for us. Also, shift over.
Shift over. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I have two owlbears up, so I can actually do stuff without, showing my hand.
No, show your hand. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
Hey.
let us see everything.
No.
But yes, Belgar's cast light on his shield, so we got a big old flashlight.
Well, what do you guys do?
So what does
Well,
it look like ahead of us? Is it just like a hallway or is it a big room?
It's a staircase that goes down to some sort of room. Well, actually, with that, I need to actually adjust some stuff. Eh.
oh, it's on me.
Azima's our light now.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I put light on my my amulet.
My thanks for your understanding.
Okay, well then I guess we'll just, you know what, just come all the way down the stairs. Alright. I'm just moving until I see something worth, like, being like, ooh, what's that? Do we hear the water dripping?
Yes.
Well, there's still water here. Excuse me.
Replaced with saltmen here.
Weird.
Sometimes we should go to where the water is. That's probably where they are.
Yeah, I'm just... Okay. Da-da-da-da.
As you round that corner, make me a perception check.
Okay. Dirty 20!
I'll take yours.
Oh, you're 7!
Belgar, you need to just change out your dice at this point.
No, we can't do that. That
Uh,
requires changing the dice.
Belgar, as you're just like slowly like shifting through your armor, and it seems like shh, as you slowly listen, you hear that same that weird language that you heard before.
Just whispers to Belgar, they're here.
Oh boy. Do we want to do a surprise?
I mean, you're shiny and I'm blue. I don't think we're gonna be able to sneak up on them.
We try banishing one of them again.
Could try banishing one of them. Do I have banishment? I don't know if I have banishment power.
The spirits, they speak.
The spirits, they play music.
But yes, well, what do you want to do? What's the vector of attack, as it were?
Nazim's looking for their spell.
I do not have banishment, so I'll just do something else. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, do we see them yet? I'm guessing not, since I don't see markers.
You do not see them yet.
Are they, like, coming from this way, this way, this way?
Hard to tell in the way that this room echoes.
Okay.
Well, best we just proceed forward, yeah?
Yeah. Let's proceed. Okay, I see water.
A fountain?
You see, as you hold up your light, you see something that is slowly coming, that is slowly approaching. Like, you sense that they now know that you're there.
I can't see you. But hi. You want to step into the light?
I think they'll do that regardless.
Yeah. Ooh, I saw something zip back quick.
As you see them slowly approach in the light, swords raised.
You take the one on the right, I take the one on the left?
Be my guest.
Alright! I guess now it's roll initiative time.
I'm changing these dice.
Yeah. Another nat 1 for you. Amazing.
I know, I hate it. Replacing these with my other lightning dice.
I don't even remember how to replace dice in this anymore.
You click on the thing and there should be a thing that says replace all. Like you click on the dice thing and it brings up your things. You click on the one you want and there should be a button that says replace all. I'm gonna go find Entropia and take her out of the initiative.
I set mine to 0. That works too. Have fun, you guys. Y'all are doing great.
We're rolling so well.
Okay. Now, how do I add these guys to the initiative?
I already did.
You did?
Yeah. You right click on them and there should be a thing that comes up that says add to initiative.
Ah, I should mark them as... I'll just name A and B and...
Is there a C?
Maybe.
It's hiding in the dark.
Alright, let me roll for them. See, they have a
We're
+3.
doing so good, Belgar, with our 5 and our 4.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
22. And... 12. And the last one... 19.
This is the night of low rolls
It seems that way.
for
Alright.
us.
Alright, so... Let me change these colors so they're less confusing when they happen. Let's see, what is that? Is it So what these two will like immediately do is that they will run straight up on you, basically trying to like lock you in with their weapons as they cast spiritual guardians on themselves.
Oh, fuck them.
So yeah, wisdom saves you two.
So wise.
Also, zoom in, honey.
Yeah. Oh, it.
I could do a wisdom save. 23.
Alright,
18.
so half damage for both of you. Let me move the third guy. Let's see, they've got 30 feet.
Crap, I'm in both of theirs.
Yeah, kinda. Say hello to pain.
I'm used to pain. I die almost every fight.
Alright, so
That shouldn't be.
that'll be a total of 68 halved for both of you. So, Belgar, you take 12 points
Alright.
of necrotic damage specifically. Because their little, like,
Okay.
salt spread... Their little salt methods is what they manifest theirs as. So, like, they hit you and you feel yourself beginning to dehydrate again.
Oh, gross.
Alright, and Nassim, you take... I'll just say 12, too.
Should I take the damage from the other guy since I'm kind of in the same ring?
Actually, yeah, that's... No, I counted the dice for both of them. So that was you getting hit twice by their spiritual guardians. Because it's
So
68.
I would still...
No, I'm saying Their normal spiritual guardians is 3d8, so 68 is you being hit by both of them.
Okay.
Alright, and the third one is... Let's see. What will he cast? How many can this cover?
Looks like he's throwing out an AoE of some kind.
Touches. Oh, okay. So that doesn't work for that. I'm looking through his spell list.
Gotcha.
I was also measuring things because of something I'm thinking of doing.
Oh, here we go. Range 120 feet. Okay, so let me make something quickly. Okay, so this is 20 feet. And he will cast it so it forms a nice quick triple bubble, but he is going to cast a bubble of silence to cover both of you.
That's fine.
And that will be his turn.
Okay, so they've all gone?
Mm-hmm.
Belgar, your turn!
Indeed.
Give me that roll.
Wisdom save, right?
Yep.
Do we need to do it twice or just the once?
You're technically in both, so you can roll for twice, or you can just roll one and have it count for both.
I'll have it count for both.
Oof.
Alright, give me the damage. Hit me.
Come on, hit me!
Beth, hit me with your best shot!
28 necrotic.
Right. Okie dokie.
Belgar's finally getting hit!
He's finally
Yeah.
fighting. He's finally fighting something like him.
Pretty much. Alright, so now that that's done with, he gets out of the silence.
Okay.
And since he can only see these two, he's going to cast Banishment at level 5 at both of them. They need to take Charisma saves.
Charisma saves. Alright. First one rolls 17.
That is the thing to hit.
So I guess it'll make it. The other one
Not
rolls
one will.
and the other one rolls a 19.
Okay, so they'll be both here.
Alright.
Through that.
Alright. Nassim, it is your turn.
Honey, how sturdy do the walls look?
Do
How,
it.
how sturdy is the building?
It won't be anymore.
Fairly, though I will remind you that you are also underground right now.
I know, that's why I'm asking how sturdy the building is.
Looks fairly sturdy.
Okay. That's good to know. Gonna see, is my friend in range? He is. Okay, we've gone. Well, I gotta do my wisdom save first.
Yes.
Do that first to see. It's 28.
Alright, so you will take half damage.
Okay. We'll see if I can break them.
So that's 13 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Let's see. If I am. Doop, doop. Okay. Gonna move. Oh wait, no, that has the silence. I can't do that there. Fine. We'll move over yonder. Oh hey! Hi! I see you now.
You see him? Ha! 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 Ha!
I see you now. Let's see, so I just move. Oop, oop, 10. Now that I see him, boop. Fine. I will move here.
That's a wall.
Oh, that's a wall? I'll move here.
Yes, this is a wall.
Okay, I didn't know that was a wall. I'll move here, and I'm gonna cast Shatter. Because they're made of salt, and I'm hoping to break them. So they'd have to make a con save
At
and
disadvantage, I believe, since
at
they're
disadvantage because they're crystalline and technically a rock.
All right. So, let's see. +4.
This is why I wanted to know if the building was Hi Kriv!
It's a crave.
Hello.
So
Hello.
the first one rolls a 14,
Okay, fail.
and the second one rolls a 8.
They fail. How does the wall fare?
Let me roll for that. It seems pretty sturdy still. You see some like stone dust slowly like rain down from above, but it seems to hold up.
Well, they're gonna both take 3d8 thunder damage. Boom, boom, boom.
Oof. Oof size big.
Man, I haven't used that spell ever. I was hoping to break them.
Okay.
The wall also takes 7 damage.
Yeah, I think it can survive that.
Okay.
All right. Top of the round. C is going to. What to do? What to do? Ah! He is going to drop. Let's see, does that require concentration? Yes. He will drop silence. And he is going to run up on Uniseam. And he is going to try to cast Hold Person on you. So
Okay,
I
that-
need you to make me a Wisdom saving throw. The DC
Use
is...
counterspell on it.
Oh, do you wish to use Counterspell, Belgo?
Yeah, I have a scroll of it.
Alright. So, as it runs up and tries to cast it on you, Belgar pulls out a scroll. You see a rush of blue flames as it burns up. The creature's spell takes no effect.
Thanks, Belgar.
Alright.
Yeah, welcome.
I will also say, Belgar, that you're currently standing on a, like, ledge that leads into a pool over here.
Alright.
Maybe we can
Jump
shove
in the water
him
with
in.
me.
Yes! Maybe you can shove it!
A will step away from you to flank Nassim. And it will take some swings upon you. So, First attack. 22.
Ow.
Second attack. Uh, 28. Oh no, wait, that's a
Ow.
natural 20.
Oh, what?
Let's see. 2 attacks. Okay. So that will do a total of Sorry, I'm reading up on what their swords do. So the first one hits, but the second one is critical, so... you'll take... Let's see, 1d8 slashing plus d6. So you take a total of 14 piercing and necrotic damage from the first sword, and a total of... $11 points of slashing and necrotic from the second one. You also see the crystalline form of the one that hit you slowly begins to seal up as it almost seems to seep the moisture away from you, which seems to bolster it somehow.
Alright. That's fine. I have an idea what to do next round. My next turn. What does B do?
B is going to run up on Belgar, and it is going to try and shove you.
Yes, throw me in the water where I can bring you in with me.
So, make me a strength saving throw, Belgar.
Can I intentionally fail? How deep is this?
It's like 3 feet.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll just take the hit.
He will shove you 15 feet away to the far end of the pool. Let me put a little light on you so that you at least
Yeah, I was gonna say, technically, my shield was still lit up.
Yeah. Yeah, put a light ring on his shield.
Ta-da!
It would be the same amount as mine.
That's roughly the same.
That's like half the size.
Come on. There you go. You happy now?
Yes.
All right. So yeah, you fall into the water, Belgar. He'll use the rest of his movement to get into a defensive stance behind the first one.
Good. Excellent. Get all around me so I can do my thing.
All right. Next up is Belgar.
All right. I'm gonna try and cast Banishment at 6th level to get all 3 of them. And then
All
do the
right.
Christmas saves again.
All right. The first one rolls. Roll. Uh, 20.
That guy saves.
Second one rolls. Alright, did not mean to roll that with a d12. It's still a 19 on the dice, so that would be a 23.
That one's fine.
Alright, and the third one only rolled a 10.
He's gone.
C is gone.
You're
Now-
no longer flanked, Steam.
That's good.
So, I'm trying to remember, do you have to keep concentration enough that he does not come back, or if he's just from not...
For a minute.
Yeah, if he's...
Well, let me see. It says that
Because I
Send
know
the creature
they
away.
basically have disadvantage if they're not from this plane. Or it's harder if they're not from the plane.
from what I can tell, it just looks like it sends it to its home plane. Concentration, I think, is if I do get hit, it can come back, but if not, it just
It's there.
it's just gonna stay there.
Alright, so I'll put the concentration on you just in case.
This is what it looks like anyway.
All right, Nassim, could you make me wisdom saves, please?
Yep. No, not advantage.
I mean, you can.
19.
All right, you managed to save both of them. So that'll be a total of... I'll say 9 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. And I'm gonna cast Control Water on the pool.
All right.
And with the amount that's in that pool, I'm gonna try to like basically use the flood action to try and bring the water and flood it over them.
All right.
So whatever amount of water is in there, I'm just gonna pull it out of the tub towards them.
Hmm.
I guess it'd be up to you what kind of damage it would do.
It's basically acid damage for them. So, make me basically. I
will say there is a damage modifier for if I did like Whirlpool, but Whirlpool kind of just like sucks everything in and batters them, and that would have done that to Belgar.
How much damage does it say for Whirlpool?
2d8 bludgeoning.
All right. So, roll an attack for that, and if it succeeds, you can roll me 4d8 acid damage to each of them.
Okay.
And this is basically you just like throwing water in their face.
Yeah. Spell attack. We're modifying how the spell works. It's fine.
Well, you're also not dealing with normal creatures right now, so.
Yes, that's a 19 to attack them.
That is their armor, so it is a glancing blow.
That is fine.
So you can just roll me.
I'm gonna roll the 2d8.
Yeah.
And have it 5. God damn it.
No. It would have been for them. It would be 48 since they are weak.
48. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
since
let me
they are
roll
weak. They are weak to water. It doubles the damage, but.
Let me re-roll it then. 17.
All right, that's cool.
Nice.
That's much better. And now there's just water all over the ground.
Uh-huh. They will take a passive d6 damage as long as they stand in wet ground.
Do you want to draw out where the water is? So that way we know.
I will in one moment.
Okay.
Sits back about here. Alright.
Okay. Well, it's their turn, so... You want me to roll a d6 for whatever damage they get?
Yes.
Just being in the water?
Yes.
That's 6.
Alright.
Nice. The vol damage.
I should have probably moved away. That's fine.
How you looking?
I'm fine.
Okie dokie.
I'm not gonna get concerned until it's a little lower.
Let's see. I'm trying to think on what they would do in this.
Maybe they can just stay in the water and melt.
They could. I mean, they always could.
They could walk through the water towards Belgar.
The deep
And-
water.
The deep
No, it's a little
water.
bit shallower now.
Rolling in the deep. B is going to move back. But before he goes, he is... here we go. Let's see. It is going to cast a spell. It is going to cast Water Walking on himself and the other creature. So he will have concentration. No, wait. It's not concentration. Huh. Okay.
You're gliding now.
Okay, so these two now have Water Walking on them, so that will negate at least the damage they would take from the water. Alright, and let's see. He's feeling ballsy. He's gonna keep on fighting Nassim. So, first attack. Does a 12 hit you? The second attack. Does a 12 hit you this time?
Again, nah.
So you dodge it as his crystal swords like begin burying into the walls. But yeah. Belgar, it's your turn.
All right. Measure something. Oh, there's a door here. So if I go over there, he will cast Toll the Dead on the one fighting Nazim, so he needs to make a wisdom save.
They're so wise. Alright, so that's going to be +7. Though, with only rolling a 2, that's a 9.
Yeah, that'll take the damage, so let me roll that for you. There's the... You'll take 17 points of damage.
Alright.
The bell tolls for those over there.
You hear the horrible screeching as the crystal begins to, like, crack at points. Alright.
Give it a good walloping, Nazim.
Your turn, Nassim.
Okay, let me do the wisdom save. 21.
You'll take half damage.
Sweet.
So that will be 13 points.
At half?
I rolled 3 instead of... Oh, no, wait. Nope. I'm sorry. It was only 1. I was used to rolling 6. So, yes, 7. 7 damage.
Okay. And then I am going to cast Shocking Grasp
Alright.
on this guy. So let me roll that, see if that hits. That's a natural 20.
You bet your sweet bippy that hits.
So yeah, he's gonna get some 3d8 lightning damage, doubled.
Oh!
So 12.
Well.
Bang.
But still 12 lightning damage. That's still something.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go over to Belgar.
It is going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
That's fine.
Does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
Alright.
So back to A and B, which we now can't see.
Yes. Indeed. Let's see.
Well, the one in the water's gonna take the passive damage again.
Water walking at the moment.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it is. Damn it. Fuck it.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but
So you hear from the darkness chanting as suddenly salt crystals begin to grow on your feet. So I need you to make me either a strength or a dexterity saving throw.
We both
We
rolled
both got 9.
So you both so suddenly these salt crystals hold you in place. You are considered restrained
Strained.
for 1 minute, or if you guys break out of it.
Break his concentration.
Yeah.
We'll break out of it.
Well, you have to figure out which one is doing it.
Yeah, because they're both in the dark. True.
We're
So
restrained, our speed is 0, we can't benefit from any bonus to it. Attack rolls against us have advantage, we have disadvantage, and we have disadvantage on dex saves.
so it's a 10-foot circle. So let me just fine. Close enough.
We get a chance to break at the end or the beginning of our turns.
At the end of your turns.
Okay.
Alright. He's gonna move back this way. Oh, no, wait. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it's our turns.
See, that one casts that, so the other one so A is going to do a lay on hands for him for about, let's see, how much can he heal himself for? Oh no, wait. No, it's not that. He would cast heal on himself. So let's see. He'll
We
heal
always
him.
come to the nicest places.
Yeah, he'll heal himself for
We do.
9 points.
Eh.
Eh. Okay. Now it's your guys' turn.
Well, guess all we can do is try to break out.
I mean, you could still cast spells or try something.
Well, it is your turn, Belgar. Whatever you want to do.
Well, since they're... Actually, no, wait, hold on. Can I didn't actually think about this beforehand because I didn't remember if I could move light or not. Can we move light? Like from where it is to somewhere else?
Let me double. I think we can. You have to touch it though.
Ah. Yes.
But can you move it from one object to another?
Yes,
what I'm
you
getting
can move it. You can move it to another object. It's just it has to be an object you can touch.
Is there rubble on the ground?
I mean, since
Outside
Nassim
of the salt
cast
circle?
Shatter, yes.
I'm gonna pick up some of that rubble, move
Alright.
the light from my shield, put it on that, and throw it in their direction.
Oh. Okay. Let me just do some chicanery.
Is that technically an action? Or is that just moving the thing to its...
I'd say it's an action, especially if you're throwing the thing. So,
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Give me just a strength roll.
All right. I do that.
Oh yeah, that's good enough. You toss it across the water.
There they are, Nazim.
Excellent.
And from a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Nazim.
All right.
You love me.
Yes. Now you have +2 to your AC.
Yay.
All right. Nassim, it's your turn. Oh no, wait, Belgar, did you want to try and break out of the thing?
Yeah, I'll break out of it, or try to at least.
Strength or dex? All right, you're free. You can start moving at this.
Alright.
You can start moving your next turn.
Oh, it's the light is attached to Belgar.
Whoop.
It's okay.
Hang on. I thought I
The
detached.
chicanery.
I thought I detached it.
It decided it didn't want me, I guess.
You know what? I'll just make a new light with blackjack and hookers.
This little light of mine.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna let it shine. Okay. Boop, boop. Oh, lovely. Okay, so it's my turn?
Yes.
So, because you said the walls still look sturdy,
They're sturdier over there.
they're sturdy over there. I haven't damaged that wall yet.
Just damage all 4 and then we'll see what happens.
Yes, we will. This, especially because I'm gonna make this one more dangerous. Because you can't stop me.
Mm.
You don't need to tell me, tell that to them.
So, I'm gonna center Shatter right here because they're both caught into it, and I'm gonna cast it at 5th level. Make a con save.
All right.
No, 4th level. Cast it at 4th level.
And they make it at disadvantage since they're crystal.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh.
6
That fails.
and 15.
Also fails.
All right.
They are taking 5d8 thunder damage, and the wall that's right there's gonna take whatever this damage is too.
We do love our property damage.
We do 17.
All right. Let me roll something. Okay. The more rubble begins to fall, but the wall's still not crumbling in yet, though you do see several large cracks beginning to form.
Alright, and then strength save to get out of this.
Alright.
So I can... I save the city and then proceed to destroy the Caliph's bathhouse.
This is the basement, it's fine.
16.
You manage... Oh, wait. You just fail.
Damn it!
DC is 17.
Damn it! Wait, no. I have an inspiration. I want to roll that again.
Okay.
Hey.
I keep forgetting to use them. I'm trying again. 22!
Alright, now you broke out.
Cool. On that note, let's see. I don't want to leave Belgar in the dark, but I'm gonna come over here. So I'm a little closer.
Fair.
I don't want to leave you in the dark. Their
Alright.
turn.
What to do?
If we weren't down here, I just tried to bring the building on them, but that could lead to us dying.
Nazim over here, like, it's the sacrifice I'm willing to make.
You'd probably survive. I'd get squashed.
Yeah, maybe. I'd probably pick you up.
They will actually... That one can reach there. And this one, they will basically take up a secure position in the doorway.
Makes sense.
And let's
Are they
see.
gonna do anything?
Oh, I'm trying to see what distant cantrips they have. Oh, they got both. They will both toll the dead on you, Nassim. Such as done to them, so they do to you. Alright, so...
Return fire.
Return fire!
What?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
The DC is 17.
11.
Well, with a natural 1, that's a double damage.
Yeah. My
So
dice hate
let me...
Our dice hate
So
us.
let me roll with that, and since you're already damaged, that's a D12 instead of a D8.
That's fine.
Alright, so 2d12 doubled will be 18 points of necrotic damage. And the other one?
Let me try again. 24.
Alright, that one you are good. Let's just see. You're good. It's a cantrip, so if you succeed, it doesn't work.
It's Belgar's turn then.
It is Belgar's turn.
How's Nazim looking?
How is Nassim looking?
On a scale of 1 to 131, I'm at a 47.
Oh, you're looking great.
I'm looking
Might need to help you there.
wonderful. I'm at about a third of my health.
I will throw you a 7th level heal.
So what's that do for me?
80 points back to you.
You love me so much.
Then I will move because I'm free of this now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me measure this out first. Is this
This is a ledge
is
that
this more
goes.
difficult terrain? Would you consider
Not-
it difficult terrain?
I wouldn't say so. Seeing as you're so tall, you could literally step over it.
It's fair.
Plus, I also did drain that pool of a lot of water.
Yeah, half of it's on the floor over here. So Belgar will move over this direction.
We need a wet floor sign.
All right.
And now, what you gonna do, Belgar?
Wait,
no, you healed me.
yeah, I said I healed you.
He healed you.
Okay. Well,
Well, better question, Nassim. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna come up right here,
Right on the edge.
convenient, right on the edge of glory,
Wahaha.
and see, because this one won't do property damage, destructive wave, so con save.
All right. First one rolled a 9,
Fails.
and the second one rolled a 8.
Also fails. They are both taking 5d6 thunder damage and 5d6 necrotic damage as well.
All right.
So, do I need to roll those separately, or can I just roll all the dice at once?
You can roll the dice at once.
Cool. 2.
All right. A is not looking good.
Hey, he's looking like a dick.
Maybe. Anyway.
But their turn.
Let's see. B is going to stick its sword into the ground before raising up its hand. And with this kind of squealing series of syllables, it'll cast Mass Cure Wounds on it and its fellow.
Bitches.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who just got healed?
Lay down and die.
Who just got healed last round?
Lay down and die.
You can probably hear the salt people saying, "Those bitches."
Those bitches. Okay, so let's see. 3d8 plus their spellcasting modifier, so that's going to be... She's... So that's going to be... $13 points back for both of them.
And then what will the other one do?
Sorry. I'm trying to get all the math down.
People forget there is math.
There's a lot of math. So this guy's at 59. And this guy is at 80. A is going to run forward.
Make the wisdom save.
Well, yeah.
Because I came into the thing.
You just succeed, so that'll be half damage.
Okay.
So that will be 7 points of necrotic damage. And he is going to unload upon thee.
He can try. He probably will.
I don't goad him on now.
That's what I do.
We know. But that's my MO. I have to do it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be right.
I just go in with little regard for my own safety.
Dirty 20?
That is half damage because Belgard gave me the thing.
Aw, yeah. Alright, and the other one?
Hello.
As a natural 1.
Is nothing!
It's nothing! So you will take... 1d8 plus... Take 7 points of slashing and necrotic damage from them.
Belgar, kick their asses.
Yeah.
Alright. Belgar, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna use Toll the Dead on A here. So that needs to make a wisdom save.
$23.
That saves. Alright. Do I want to do a bonus action? I do not, but I will move over here. Is this a wall right here where I'm standing?
Yeah, this is a wall, so you can stand
I'll
like
stand here, then.
right there.
Alright. Well, I will make a wisdom save again since I'm still in the thing. 22.
You're good.
Alright, so half damage.
Five points.
Alright. Second verse, same as the first. Make a con save. Again, another destructive wave.
Alright. First one rolls... 21.
Half damage.
Second one rolls... see, that's 16 plus 4, so that would be a dirty 20.
Also half damage.
Okay.
So let me just roll out all the dice quick. Please be high. 28, so 14 is damage is what they'll take.
Alright. So this guy's back to basically where he was before.
And then I am going to move out.
Alright, attacks of opportunity. That is a miss.
Miss.
Is.
Alright. So, B's turn. B is... Let's see. They're going to walk up to try to basically prevent you guys from flanking them. A is going to do likewise.
Alright, so let's do that. Those wisdom saves. 28.
Half damage from you. And yourself, Belgar.
For the wisdom save.
Wisdom saves.
12 for the first one. 15 for the next one.
Both fail.
Let me roll another one for the other one. Natural 1!
Okay, so double damage.
Great.
So half for the first one, double damage for the second one. Okay, so... let's see. So for Belgar, you will be taking 27 points of necrotic. Nassim,
Okay.
you'll be taking... Okay, so this one's the halved. So the first one is 7. And the second one is going to be 19 doubled, so that's 38. So 7 plus 38, whatever that is.
Okay.
Alright, and they will both swing on each of you. So for Belgar, since this is probably not going to go as well as they intend. Oh, 24?
That would meet the AC.
Alright, so a glancing blow. Let's see if you can be so lucky again. Not quite.
No.
Alright. So the first one you will take 16 slashing and necrotic damage.
Alright.
And Nassim, does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Does a 15 hit?
No.
Alright, so you will take 17 total damage.
Okay.
Alright. Belgar, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna shift around here after I take the wisdom saves.
Mm-hmm.
21.
That one's good. And
20.
that one's good. So half of this. So that will be 16 necrotic.
Okay.
Alright.
I will take 2 sword attacks against A here
Alright.
to start with. $21 to hit,
21 hits.
and for the second to hit, 15.
Misses. It shears off his crystalline armor, and you almost lose your grip on your sword for a brief second before you reassure yourself.
All right. Let me see. The damage for the first hit will be 1d8 plus 7. It'll take 15 damage for that one.
All right, so you cleave down, and it shatters. The same white like smoke begins to billow out as it crumbles backwards, apparently dead.
All right. And then I'm going to use... What's it called? It's one of my abilities lets me take a third attack and strike at this guy.
Yeah, no. Use a war, daddy.
Yes. And I'll make sure it has Divine Strike on it, if it does hit.
All right.
$24 to hit.
Let's... he will use his reaction to parry that one, raising his AC by 5 with both his swords, but... No, wait, no! He took the attack of opportunity, so he can't. My bad. So yes, that hits.
Alright. He will take 8 damage from the initial hit, and then 2d8 from the Divine Strike.
18.
So 10, so 18 total.
He is looking very rough.
Finish him off, Nazim.
Hopefully. I'm gonna do the wisdom save quick for that guy before I do anything else. 25.
That hits.
No, I mean, that's my wisdom save.
Oh, yeah, half damage. So 10 points.
Okay. And then make a wisdom save, cause I'm gonna do Spirit Guardians, because I realized we could have done that this whole time, and we didn't!
How dare you? How you use my own spell against me, Potter?
You
There's
used
only
our
one guy
spell
left.
against us!
Exactly.
So yeah, wisdom save.
Alright. Twelve.
You will take 3d8 lightning.
Alright.
17.
As the electricity rolls through it, the sudden chest cavity seems to glow as something like ignites within it, and the chest cavity bursts open as it crumbles backwards, dead.
Pour some
Cool.
water on that, please.
Well, allow me to change the ambience quick.
And then we should go back to Entropia and then also Kriv.
As you all are both like sitting there, you suddenly see the crystal suddenly share open as you see this shriveled, paled, like skinned, Genasi looking figure with tied back white hair done up with various crystals. Their eyes look like they're burning, like there's steam rising up from their eyes and from their mouths as they're it looks like they're drowning in the air itself as he's slowly like clawing forward, reaching for your leg, Belgar.
Before I can even do that, I'm just gonna take the decanter of endless water and just waterboard him, basically.
As you open up the ball and just pour it, you just see his flesh as he screams before you realize the flesh of his face just completely dissolves. You see the pale gray muscle underneath that gives way to blackened crystalline bones that just dissolves entirely as his head just completely melts as if it was burned away in acid, as its body just its alien form just falls dead at your feet.
Want a drink?
Not from the water on the ground, that's for sure.
No, I'm handing you the decanter!
No, I think I'm good for now.
Okay, she takes a swig from the decanter.
And we can go to the other two.
Yeah, let's go to the others.
You gonna take anything to acknowledge your victory? You gonna check the bodies for anything?
We can do that after.
Yeah, we can do that.
Alright, sure. Okay.
We're still here, we're not leaving.
Yeah, we're not leaving. We're just gonna like take a sit.
Alright.
So the other two have time to do their thing.
So, Entropia and Kriv?
Just as Entropia is like walking towards the poor district, she's just gonna tuck into an alley the minute she starts hearing the bottle doing its thing.
Doing the schlorp?
Yeah. Just so I don't startle people. I just have for when Kriv pops out.
And there is a familiar as Kriv falls out onto the ground.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Well, you weren't gone for long, but to catch you up, and this will be, we'll then return to walking and talking. So we met a second in command.
Kriv, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Up to 30 feet?
Oh, I think so. It's just standard dark vision, so
Okay.
yeah, I think it's 30.
Alright, let me...
Where do we go? Wait, we're not on the map.
Oh,
Below the other map,
I'm putting you guys on the other map. Well, I'm
Oh,
setting
okay.
things up, so
No worries. Okay. Right, but
I will
Anyway.
just go back to this map so I don't reveal too much. Anyway,
That's
so
fair.
yes, walk and talk.
So we met up with they're known as Essential here. They're not quite fully in charge of the city. They work under a caliph, if I'm understanding correctly. Um, they that salt mess that happened in the city. Apparently, it's been going on for about a week now, and the other city across the water, they completely shut their gates. No one can go in or out because they do not want the sudden influx of refugees coming over from this city. Apparently, about half of the population made it to the boats when these things hit. So, Nassim and Belgar are currently possibly dealing with more of those salt beings, while you and I are going to go look for the Sun Eater storehouses for supplies.
Sounds like a great plan.
And I figured since it's us going to find them, we can get first steps on said supplies.
Very good. Well, shall we be on our way?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she's walking there. She's walking towards the poor district that got flooded by Nassim. So that's where they're currently heading.
All right.
How deep is when we get up there? How deep is the water?
It's only like ankle deep at this point.
Oh, okay, great. I mean, Entropia would probably still hop on Criv's broom, just so she doesn't have to get her shoes wet, unless it's necessary.
All right. So as you, that was the wrong thing. As you fly down, you hear people who are slowly going through, getting their, like, trying to get their stuff, trying to dry out their stuff. But they all kind of look up with you with a mixture of, like, amusement and, like, curiosity, especially since neither of you look like locals to begin with. And you hear, and at least for those of you who are more perceptive, you definitely pick up on some, like, passive gossip, like, oh, who are they? Who are they? Oh, I hear they're the ones that came with the Rainmaker. They're the ones that saved us. Oh, ooh, ah. Why is she so hot? Why is he so hot?
Hell yeah. We're the hot ones.
Yeah.
Nah, everyone's hot. That's the rule.
Just gonna do the standard parade float wave.
Tropy's
Yes,
absolutely
yes.
rolling her
Roll me a
eyes.
performance check, Criv.
You can pay tributes to us at any time. Worship us at your will.
Oh, gods.
Yes, we are your saviors. That's right. You're not bowing well enough. Bow deeper.
That's 16.
So as you do so, there are cheers that slowly rise up as you like begin to acknowledge the crowd, and everyone just like starts clapping.
Entropia is just sitting. She's sitting behind Criv, just shaking her head, and it's like, this is going all straight to your ego, isn't it, darling?
I could get used to this.
Your faults.
People, one at a time, please. There's plenty of us to go around.
Just shaking hands at this point, and
You come down to a street level where all of them. So I'll just mark down where you guys are basically at, and you guys can move around where you want to search.
Okay. Is there anywhere, as we're like floating through this area, does it look, are there any buildings that look like to be any like warehouses or like storage sheds, anything to that nature?
Sure. at least from a passive glance, you notice that there's this big building in particular. You notice that it's next to a graveyard. There's also what looks like to be like some sort of rundown farm or shed over here.
Let's go over there, because that seems like a good idea. If we go over towards the graveyard, Entropia will put on her Mask of the Raven Queen. And are there any souls present around these graves, or is it like clear? Do I see any ghosties?
As you slowly slip on the mask, you look through the graveyard and you notice there is one spirit that seems to be lingering. It's next to a desiccated tree, and it's kind of looking like it's leaning against the tree, which is a bit odd.
Am I able to pick out any details of the spirit? Like, does it look human? Can I tell what kind of clothing it's wearing? Suddenly combat.
Suddenly it pulls out a gat and starts firing.
Oh no.
Ghost gat.
Yeah. Can I tell, like, based on can I see the remains of any clothing of are they humanoid?
They are humanoid, though they're not human. Their garb looks semi-modern. Maybe it looks like at least it doesn't look quite like everything that everyone else is wearing, but it doesn't look like what Patra wears, for example.
Right, he's a little.
But I'm giving you the context of what Entropia knows as far as Marquesian fashion wear is.
You know what? Fair. Okay. So she will hop off the broom. Wait a moment, darling. And she's going to slowly walk towards the tree where the spirit is.
As you approach the spirit, you actually notice something. You notice the tether to its body has long since withered away like an umbilical cord, but it still remains. You see a face of a female elf, though her eyes, nose, and lips are they're gone. Though you still see this kind of almost like a transparent aspect of them that slowly moves as if they're blinking, but you can still see the eyes more clearly even through its transparent form, as if aspects of it are fading away faster than anything else.
Right. Okay. So from knowing that, would that mean that they died somewhat recently? Is that something?
Roll me a medicine check.
I'm so good at those guys. Is that a wisdom check? I can't remember.
I believe so.
Yes, it is. So I only get a +1 to that. That's great. Whale.
The appearance of the ghost may reflect. You're not quite sure, but it would make sense if its appearance reflects on the state of its body is currently, or something to that. So she may look worse than what she actually is, but it's probably fair that she died a while ago.
Okay. Alright. So she will slowly approach, at least get in within eyesight of this ghost. Try not to spook her.
Spook a ghost?
Well, not like catch her off guard.
How
Does
good
it
at
does-
sneaking do you think you are?
You know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
so it doesn't go hostile on me automatically. That's what I'm going for.
In
all- gentle.
in all reality, it probably doesn't even know that you can see her at the moment.
So she'll stand in front of this ghost and I see you. What happened here?
Broke his promise. Broke their promise, they did. They said it would be kept. They said it would be here forever, but now it's gone. It's dying. It's dying.
Who broke their promise?
They said they'd keep their promise. You see her, and she just continues to, like, kind of just sit against the tree.
She's going to reach out a hand. Show me. Would you, darling? She is winging it here.
You will see the ghost look up to you now as if your closeness to her has finally alerted her to your proximity as her hand suddenly reaches up towards your chest.
Does she look... Yeah, go ahead.
It just looks like her mouth is opening, or it's hard to tell. It's a bit freaky, but it looks like she's almost going to, like, lean into you, like, for support.
You know what? Entropia will allow it. Just to see how this goes.
I need to look up. I need to look up something.
This is fine. Entropia is trying to do Champion of Death things.
Make me a charisma saving throw.
You know what? That's fair.
You can choose to fail if you want.
I'll at least if she's tentatively, so I'll at least try to make the save. I only have a +2 to it. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make. Yeah, so 12.
Entropia, you are possessed. As Entropia's eyes suddenly go full, and she kind of looks back towards you, Crib. Lets out this, like, deep inhalation, and she slowly begins to look at her hands.
Everything all right, darling?
I'm assuming I can't respond.
Nope.
I didn't think so. So I'm just gonna creepily look at you, take a deep breath.
Everything's fine, darling. We need to find something. We should find a druid or someone with the magic that can heal the aspects of nature. Do we
Why?
know
I thought we were
any...
going for supplies.
Trust me. This is important. This is what the spirit wants. She said she'll help us if we do it.
Well, my 3 animated corpses want to find supplies.
Oh, there'll be plenty of supplies in where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Come
This
now.
is fine.
The Entropia is just going to start walking towards town.
This is only gonna go well, guys.
Well,
Closing your
whatever
own
you
progress.
wish, darling.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
I'll follow her.
I'm
At least I didn't bring the walls down when I did stupid stuff.
I willingly got, well, not willingly. I still tried to say got possessed by a ghost. But this might do something. We'll see. I'm trying to do Champion of Death things.
I will say Entropia's probably seeing stuff right now, but she can't say anything until after this whole thing
Yeah,
is
fair.
done.
That's valid. As long as I'm still able to, like, see what's going on.
So, Entropia will start basically going up through town. It's just like, excuse me, do any of you know a botanist or a druid? Do any of you know a botanist or a druid? Any worshippers of the Wild Mother here? Please, I beg you. I beg you. As she begins to go through town, Crib, she becomes seemingly more and more agitated by people either being standoffish or saying no.
Okay.
Now I'm
be
being creepy.
Crib would be a little suspicious at this point. Darling, why don't you get on the broom?
Her head
It-
suddenly turns like 180 degrees and her body
Ooh.
turns afterwards. I don't want to leave the ground. I want to stay right here.
But the broom won't listen to me. He only listens to you.
Don't care.
This is amazing.
I do not wish to leave the ground. The ground is safe. The ground is warm. The ground is where all things go. The ground will keep us safe.
When has the ground ever kept us safe?
Do you want me to show you?
Oh no.
Not particularly.
Then let us go and find that botanist, dear. The ghost is getting
What?
impatient.
Whatever you wish.
Alright, so do we want to cut ahead to
Sure,
when the
yeah.
rest of y'all meet up with
Oh no.
whatever is going on here?
For context, did we clear out? Were those the only 2 Salt Knights?
3 salt.
The only 3?
At,
okay.
at least in the palace, yes.
Okay. Can we now do our quick looting?
Yeah, what do we find if we go about looking around?
I mean,
Like looting them?
on them there are these interesting little pieces of like a bluish metal of some kind that is very shiny.
I'll grab that.
As you pick it up, it almost seems to like tremble at your touch, and as you like flip it over, you see a language you've never seen before, and as you begin flipping through more, you find what appears to be like text or like something that is printed on this metal. Write down 6 pieces of anti-gold jewelry.
Ooh,
Interesting.
anti-metal.
You gonna wear the anti-metal then, Dazim?
I might later. It's blue, it's shiny, I have a magpie brain.
Well, hopefully it doesn't possess you or anything.
I'm not going to do anything to get possessed. Right now.
Everyone's nose is bleeding today.
But yeah, I'll grab that.
It's all the salt.
All the salt's drying out my brain.
You know, Nassim and Belgar are wise, not smart. And Tropia
Exactly.
is smart, not wise.
Exactly. That's why things have happened the way they have.
This is the perfect example for today.
Uh-huh.
Lessons concluded. Not yet, actually.
It's great. I think this is great. I think this is going well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. What would a group name for Belneem? Nagar? No, not that one.
No.
Not that one.
No,
Bel-
no, no.
Belseem.
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 That'd be
My bad.
The other one's a bit, spicy.
You're terrible.
Innocent mistake.
Don't come at us.
Please, my apologies.
Comet, save him.
What's it?
Oh my.
I'm gonna pray to all the gods.
Oh God, what have I done?
You're doing great, sweetie.
Exactly, DJ, exactly.
It's
Oh
fine.
no.
We're fine. We're totally fine. Anyway.
Okay, so as Belseem lands on the other side of the bridge, which is still not working, you actually see Harabi actually is like, why won't this thing work? And you hear him like messing around in the gatehouse.
Do we want to tell him? Nazim?
I'm sorry, what? I spaced out.
Do we want to tell the guy inside why the thing is not working?
Yeah. Oh, it's full of salt.
He throws up his hands. Well, so much for me trying to help get this place ready. I will wait for the Caliph and his soldiers.
We did take out some of the salt knights inside of the bathhouse, so...
They got inside the bathhouse? Oh,
Yeah, they made a mess.
no. Well, my thanks. I will make sure that the Caliph knows.
Right. Should we go looking for more of these salt knights, or do you think we found enough and we can go find friends?
I think we're good for now. I mean, I'm good for now.
So to the friends then?
To the friends.
All right.
Why'd you
Well,
do
the last time we saw them
Why'd
was-
you do ascending to figure out where they are?
True.
Well, since we don't know that Crib is here, I'll do it. I'll dip my toe in the weird.
Yes.
Go for it.
I will do ascending to Entropia. Entropia, we're done here. On our way. Where are you?
Can I respond?
Nope.
Since it's in my head? Okay. Nope. Alright, got it.
Can you heal a tree?
I don't respond to that. I'm just like, what the fuck? She just asked me, can I heal a tree?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know. I'm not a druid.
It'd be fun if you could.
I mean, I can put some water on it.
I don't think that's gonna heal it if it's dead. Or, you know, whatever that means for druids.
I do another sending back to this and be like, I don't know, where are you?
Looking for someone who could heal a tree.
I just look at Belgar. She's being weird and she's giving me vague responses. I don't think she's gonna tell me.
Meet me outside the Red Sands Inn if you want to help. If not, I don't care.
I think something's wrong. She said the Red Sands Inn. Something's wrong. She's
Do we
being
even
weirder.
know where that is?
We can find it. She's being weirder than normal.
I'll take your
The
word for it.
fact, the fact that she didn't even tell you where at first, right out the gate.
Yeah, that's a Joe move.
With all
It
the
is.
love to Joe.
Exactly.
Is Entropia still wearing the Raven Queen mask?
Yes.
Yeah, I never took it off.
I'm gonna try and snatch it off her head.
All right,
Fair.
roll me a sleight of hand. What's
Alright,
your
I'm gonna use an inspiration.
passive perception, Entropia?
I believe it's a 15. Let me double check.
But you can
15.
You do have tremor sense up to a certain distance.
I have blind sense.
Blind sense. My
He's
bad.
also floating, though.
He is
Yeah.
also floating.
Yeah, no.
He's
It's
not
not-
even in vibrations.
I don't think. I don't know if. I think that would be more with stealth, rather sleight of hand. Because blind sense helps with knowing there are presences near you, whether or not they're invisible.
Well, either way, he takes the mask easily enough, but the thing does not prevent you from removing the mask from her face. You just see this kind of like glazed over look in her blackened eyes.
Okay, what happens if I put the mask on and look at her?
There's this weird kind of like overlay of like spectral green light that seems to hang over her. Granted, you've never worn the mask before, so you don't know if that's different or not. That might just be what a person's soul looks like.
Yeah.
But eventually you see her stop and she's just like, there will be people coming. We will go to the inn. Come along now. And she grabs you by the collar and starts dragging you towards the inn.
I think Belgar is
Oh, no.
caroused.
You mean Griv?
Criv, sorry, I'm still tired.
This was even a beat.
I feel you. Well, I definitely know there's something not right.
Yeah.
So what if I cast Dispel Magic?
Let me...
Probably not gonna do anything.
I need
but-
to I need to check that. Bu-bu-bu-bu-bu-bu. I will say, when you try it, it doesn't have any effect.
Good try.
Do my 3 animated corpses stop working?
If you try to dispel magic?
Yeah. My own magic.
Do you like cast it on them, or do you just like drop?
Isn't
Or
it
is there
just
like a radius or something?
I can't remember. Let me look.
I'll actually say it's at this point as you climb up your animated creatures actually all shamble out of the Colosseum where they were at.
I have a question, DM.
Yes.
I know my body's currently being possessed, but am I able to, say, talk to this ghost?
As I said, there is stuff happening at this moment that Entropia is doing. She just can't tell anyone until afterwards. So basically, I will let you...
Can I talk to the ghost?
Yes, you are... I am having it that canonically Entropia is talking to the ghost right now. It's just that I don't want to tell you so that once you break out of it, then everyone learns everything.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's fair. That works. I'm being told things. I will
Yes.
find out.
So, as Belseem meets Krivtropia in the the inn is, it's like run down, a bit damp. You see some people who are slowly getting absolutely sloshed on this kind of like weird syrupy liquid.
Okay. Do I know what the liquid is? Because I'm from the area.
You have never seen anything like this.
Okay.
But people are just like, I don't know. I mean, like, despite everything, I think this could be something we could make useful of. I don't know how I'll ever remake it though. As you go in, the bartender's like, "Welcome to the Red Sands. Can I get you something to drink, eat, slurp?" Hard to say. We don't really have any normal booze, but I do have something that can definitely get you drunk.
Sure, I will take that. Have you seen a hot tall girl in black clothes?
You mean the one that dragged the hobgoblin in with her?
Yes, them. Where are they?
They're in the corner there. She's been kind of just mean mugging the door the entire time. Here's your drinks. As he puts what looks like clear syrup in 2 shot glasses in front of you and Belgar.
I sniff it.
It smells like briny, like super potent alcohol.
You know what? Fuck it. She shoots it.
Alright, make me a con save. You are drinking what is basically the equivalent of super dehydrated alcohol.
Okay. Oh.
This is like homemade moonshine.
Yes.
Basically.
Great.
Everclear.
That has had so much of its liquid removed from it that it's basically a syrup.
Cool. Booze syrup.
Ugh.
Sounds way too money.
You are instantly tipsy just from that small shot.
Ooh. Ooh. Belgar, try this. It has a kick.
Hmm.
I'll just ask for 2 silver pieces from you.
Here's the 2 silver.
Thank you.
I don't think I will, Nazim. You can have this.
I'll be having this later.
Alright.
But I'm gonna take the shot with me.
Alright. So, as you walk over, you just see Entropia just kind of holding on to Kriv's collar at the table.
Kriv is currently taking out the dog, just a heads
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, so I'll just say that Kriv is currently kind of like being restrained basically against the table.
I just hear him be like, "Hey guys."
Yeah, basically.
What's wrong with you?
She looks up with you. We need to cure a dying tree.
There is this tree.
It's down at the graveyard. Over the grave of a woman named Allura.
Could try divine intervention.
You can try a divine intervention.
It is important that it is healed.
I mean, if that's the will of a god, it would be definitely healed.
Then you should try it.
Other than that, we'd have to find some kind of druid or whatnot. So you've seen the tree, then I take it?
I can lead you to it.
Alright. You gonna let Kriv fly, or are you gonna join him?
We can walk.
Okay. Sure.
You keep dragging Kriv. By the collar.
Grab him by the collar. Yeah.
I'll question Crib when Crib gets back.
Yeah, that's right.
So, can we just assume that you both are eventually led down to the to the graveyard?
Yeah.
Sure. Also, I made a meme.
I need to see
Meme.
the meme.
It's a meme about you.
Let me see.
Hey! You even used my thing. Yeah.
That's why I was distracted. I was trying to find it.
That's fair. Use my Baldur's Gate version. It works.
Anyway, so as you two walk in, you see a graveyard that has a lot of like dead and dying plant life around. One of them including this beautiful deciduous tree that looks like it's not from the area. Its leaves are wilted and brown, and she kind of goes up to it and places her hand on it. This one.
Okay. Belgar, she's really weird. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I'm loving every minute of this. This is great.
I'll
Do-
tell
do
you
I-
one thing. If we don't heal this tree, we gotta find something else to do about it.
I mean, you will have a better chance than I will. You're at least on speaking terms with your god.
I mean, that is true. But
Mine. I'll talk. The situation might have changed. I'll talk about that later.
alright. That's news to me. But that sounds like a good thing, hopefully.
I don't know.
Bugger kind of walks up to the tree and is like, well, I ain't no druid, but let me see what I can do. So he'll start a prayer to Bahamut, and I guess I should roll that percentile dice as well for it. Divine intervention.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Do we have a percentile dice on this thing?
Yes,
Yes.
we do.
There are
There are
2
two
D10s.
Yeah. They should be side by side. I think.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
I think it's this thing.
The
That's just the tens.
Yeah, so you have to roll the. Yeah, there's the 10x and the 10. So 65. Oh, no, you rolled a D8.
Right.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh,
3.
a 3.
wait,
Well,
What's the what's
it has to
the
be under your level.
yeah?
it says if it's the roll is equal to or less than 16, your DD intervenes. Your
So
DM chooses the nature of the intervention.
well, fuck me. Anyway, so
It worked!
as you just like as
Ta-da.
you put your hands up, let me change the ambience because this doesn't happen every day.
Divine
It does
intervention
not.
worked.
Yeah, so Crib, we got dragged out to the graveyard by your possessed wife, and Belgar is casting divine intervention on the weird tree. And we're just very weirded out by your possessed wife.
You're
don't
still
know-
being dragged by the collar, by the way.
Yeah, we had to walk.
I'm sure this will make things better, and like we'll be able to speak.
As light descends from the sun, the clouds parting in a perfect way that a shaft of light comes down, you feel the sense of power emanating from this, and Entropia's form almost seems to fall backwards from this energy hitting her, and she kind of opens her eyes wide.
You
For a
alright there,
brief-
Tropia?
For a brief moment, y'all swear you can see what looks like a giant dragon's head made of light descending from the clouds, opening its mouth, and the shaft of light grows brighter as the tree looks like it slowly begins to stand straighter, and the green returns to it as blooms and leaves just start to spread across as the tree is completely revived. You see a single tear fall down Entropia's eyes. Thank you. As
Nope.
Entropia suddenly falls backwards, briefly unconscious.
Oh, see?
What?
Get it?
What? Okay, I'm gonna catch her. What the Criff, what the fuck is going on?
Me?
So do y'all slap me awake?
Will,
Yeah.
yeah, just kind of shakes you gently.
Do I
Are you
assuming I come
not
back?
being weird?
Do I come back?
Yeah, you're back.
Why are you shaking me?
Why are you being weird? Are you done being weird?
That depends. Would you stop shaking me?
Ah! Stop shaking you.
Well, I healed the tree for you. Belgratana just gestures to this now full tree.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I was possessed by a ghost.
Okay. Why did you let that happen? You're supposed to be the smart one.
Oh yeah,
I'm
both
smart, not wise, darling.
of
That's
them
different.
looked. Oh yeah,
Um,
both Belgar and
but-
Nassim look
no-
like they're beat up.
When we started looking for storehouses, that's what our plan was. As you guys can clearly tell, yeah, there was something fucking going on. So we got here, we were looking around, I noticed a graveyard, so me being the champion of death and all, I was looking to see if there were any lingering souls, and there was an elven woman who was here, and she was leaning up. Was this the tree that she was leaning up against?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't hear you. I saw your mouth move.
Yeah.
I could read. Yeah, check your mic.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Try.
Heard something.
Ah?
There we go.
There he is. Anyway, so she was leaning up against this tree, and she mentioned something about someone broke a promise that they were supposed to keep, and that something was dying. Now, since I was being possessed, what knowledge did I receive from the ghost?
So she was Alora. She used to be a high priestess of the Wild Mother. And this was her final resting place because this used to be a place called the Sacred Root. It is a temple that actually ran underneath the ground of this city around what was considered like a sacred how do I put this? Like, do you know like the mycelia, like a mega like mushroom root system? Basically, they had a temple underground that was acknowledging that, but basically her acolytes promised that this tree will always be a reminder for people to acknowledge the temple and to keep it cleansed and sacred, but that was more than probably 200 years ago.
Oh, okay. So I just word vomit that. And looks over to Crib. Darling, I am so sorry I dragged you across the city by your collar.
However, as you're looking around, I mean, the entire structure around here is completely different. Like, there are more graves, and the entrance is no longer, at least, visible as far as you know it. There was a structure, like, towards the other side where you could go down and enter the temple itself, but that appears to be gone, or it caved in somewhere.
Okay. Would there have been any other ways to get down there?
Possibly. There might be other members.
So, yeah, she just word vomits all that information. So,
Well,
that's
explain
why
this
that's why I was acting weirder than normal. Sorry for worrying any of you. But, She then looks over. You said this building right here was like a old, like farmhouse shed?
Yeah.
Then Trophy's gonna start walking over there. Because it's close by.
Whoop.
We're gonna follow.
So as you go in there, you open it, and there's kind of a smell of decay. Not quite rot, because all of the crops have been completely dehydrated.
Yeah.
But as you begin kind of going through, you start, like, looking around, and you're kind of piecing, like, it's like remembering a dream. You're trying to, like, hold everything that you saw in her, like, end vision, and you're trying to, like, piece it together, and you walk out into the field, and you're just like, okay, it might be out here somewhere.
I'm being weird again, but not because I'm possessed. Yeah. Do I guess I'm walking through the fields, since this was there was a temple of the Wild Mother underground, do I notice any crops that don't look like they had been affected by the moisture? Intelligence!
Yeah,
Hey.
because you guessed it yourself, you actually do notice a patch of green out towards the middle of the fields.
She is going towards that patch.
So, out in the middle of the fields, you see some fresh-looking sprigs around what looks like a well, but to your knowledge, now that you know, you realize that this was the entrance that basically got torn down and reassembled into some sort of, like, water basin. Or people would, like, allow rainwater to collect in here. So probably at the bottom of this, there's still the main entrance that leads into the temple itself.
She's just gonna look over to Kriv, Belgar, and Nassim. Do any of you have it in you to empty this? Is there any way of telling how deep it goes?
It's only a few feet, and even at this height, you can already assess that it is dry for obvious reasons.
Oh, okay. There's no water in it currently.
It is bone dry.
Perfect. Never mind. She'll just then. I guess she'll just step into it, jump into it.
So as you jump into it, you fall like maybe like 10 feet. So just make me like an acrobatics check.
I'm so good at those. I have reliable talent, so I need to just not roll in that one. Oh, what's my bonus though? That's 27.
All right. So as you're kind of just going down, you slowly begin to look around, and towards the back corner, you notice this slight kind of indentation in the rock that, as you kind of like fit your fingers in, you feel a slight breeze coming from the other side.
So, funny enough, I still have this from when we dealt with those sirens, harpies.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna pull out a silver necklace of the Wild Mother and press it to this space.
As you do so, all of you start to see the stones slowly begin to glow, and vine-like symbols begin to slowly rise up. It's a language none of you fully understand, but all of you are just seeing this this well just start glowing.
Do weird shit.
She's being weird still.
I can hear you, darling.
I know.
Down.
I
At
know.
least it's not bad weird shit.
Just weird.
Yes, this is good weird shit.
Shall we jump in?
just floats down in.
Oh, well, that's cheating. Belgar will jump in.
Yay!
Come on, Kriv, fly down with me like a proper cheater.
He can't help it.
I will say Kriv can't because Belgar has to Winnie the Pooh it a bit. He has very wide shoulders.
It'll be fun.
I'm gonna just pull on Belgar's legs to help the Winnie the Poohing.
It is painful in multiple reasons, Belgar, because you just hear screeching as your armor just like your pauldrons.
I can do it at advantage, right?
Yeah, your pauldrons are just scraping the whole way down the well.
20.
Yeah, you managed to get to the bottom, but
Still sounds awful.
yeah.
That was not pleasant, Belgar.
I mean, if you could open the door quicker, you'd be inside and you wouldn't hear it.
Well, you understand the language that is currently being...
You all suddenly miss Jocasta once again.
Kriv,
Nice.
darling,
Yes.
do you have a spell that can read any language of some sort?
Of course, but
It's not
that's
prepared.
usually Jocasta's thing.
I'm aware, but you are also a wizard.
I can do it as a ritual.
Sweet.
That
I'm
works.
just gonna hold necklace for 10 minutes up against his door
I'm
until
gonna get
we're able to read
tired.
it. Yeah. She'll switch arms if she needs to.
Alright, so as you finish casting comprehend languages, or
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
sorta.
you all suddenly understand the druidic that is written upon the door.
what does it say?
It says, touch here to enter. And you
So-
see, and it looks like this like swirling knot pattern.
Gonna, if the necklace isn't already over it, she's gonna shift the necklace to that spot.
As soon as you put it over, the rock falls in and raises up.
So, as it's raised up, well, that was very convenient that I still had this. Pockets the amulet. I'm assuming it's very dark.
Yes. Let me actually put you all on the map. So,
A map.
On the map, on the map, on the map.
you're not there.
I'm going to activate bookmark. So I have light.
I'll put a light on me.
Yeah. So 20 feet bright light, 20 feet dim light.
Where the heck did I put Kriv?
I don't know. Where did you put him?
Kriv was beside Entropia.
I was.
He's
Or
he's
he was.
under the Kasyam Bahadne map.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there he is. No, he's right. He's literally like at the bottom of it. Like you go to the bottom of the map, he's right there. Right here.
Yeah.
I have him. Yoink. Yoink.
Also, I don't have my spiritual guardians up anymore.
Well, I'm south. There you go.
There he is.
Alright, so y'all are in a place now.
The floor is invisible.
We do not
Oh.
see the floor.
Oh, my bad.
No worries.
Come on. Whoop.
And there it is.
Oh, there's a skeleton.
There is, yeah.
Oh joy!
There's a dead guy.
There's a dead dude.
What does your mask say?
So yeah, if
That-
you
that's one
wanna
too.
if you wanna look through that, there's definitely something odd about this guy.
Sure, why not?
You can roll investigation, medicine, or nature.
I'm gonna do investigation.
I'll roll medicine.
19 plus 12. So 31.
So, Entropia, as you...
Natural
God
20
damn.
for medicine.
So, Belgar, the first thing you recognize is that this body looks like it desiccated long before, but it looked like there was some kind of plant matter that was encasing it and possibly moving it. Entropia, you notice a very familiar wound. Right in the forehead, you notice a bullet wound.
This person was shot. Could be a sun eater. Probably shot by a sun eater.
Well,
Maybe.
This guy's been dead for a while. And it seems to have been wrapped up in some vines or something, maybe.
Does the... I don't know if we would be able to tell this or not. Does the bullet wound... Does the bullet wound look as old as the rest of its corpse? Like, does it look like it was like a more recent thing?
With you acknowledging that to Belgar's medicine check, so the body looks like it died long before it stopped moving, if that makes any sense, because the wound looks fairly more recent.
Would have been a raised dead then.
Which, with your further investigation, Entropia, you actually notice in the kind of soft, still moist soil around it, you find what appears to be this kind of bronzy golden sickle of some kind, a weapon.
Ow. Take hold of that. I'll put that in my pack. For now. Alright, well, shall we?
Indeed.
Alright, I'm gonna lead, and I'm gonna be checking for traps as we
That is
go.
fair.
Alright, so where do you go?
Well, looks like this is the only way, so she's gonna...
Alright, gonna follow.
Alright. I guess... 1, can I do a roll for traps? And 2, do I see or hear anything coming from either direction?
Well, one will be investigation, one will be a perception.
Alright, I will do the investigation roll first. So, investigation, that is a 22.
Alright.
And then the perception, that is a 21.
Mean, you do not notice any traps, but you do hear that this chamber seems to echo on for a while. You
Okay.
don't hear anything necessarily, though.
Okay. I just know that this could be a fairly big cavern underground.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, so... start going this way.
Alright, so I'm just gonna, because this is
Yep.
technically under this, so you'll pass over here.
Oh! Uh-oh.
So, as all of you are walking, suddenly Entropia just stops as you see... Well, I guess Nassim sees first this this figure that looks like they're completely covered in green vines. They're standing with this kind of armor of like different types of like wood bark, and they're just kind of standing there.
We have company.
As you're standing there, Entropia, you notice that your amulet is started to glow in your pocket.
Yep, she's gonna take it out.
As you take it out, it's continuing to glow, and the creature does not seem to be approaching or doing anything.
Okay, so... all of you stay with me. And we should be fine, I hope. I don't know. This is new to me.
Oh, There's only one way to find out.
Alright, so does it look like the path continues behind them?
No.
Okay, so
But you
there's,
actually
like,
notice that there is, I won't say a light, but it looks less dark if you were to go this way.
Alright, so she will actually... Entropia will position herself, like, here. So that way she's between this guy and the friends, so you guys can, like, you know, pass.
Yeah.
So you see what appears to be an open passageway, and Nassim, as you kind of like duck out and look, you notice what appears to be a large open stone chamber.
Gonna just come in here. Just enough space for everyone to get through.
Yep. So we're just gonna keep going. Gonna check for traps again.
Alright.
Is that
Well,
is that the investigation?
yes.
But continue talking while I do this. 22.
So, just before Nassim actually takes the first step out, you immediately stop her.
Hold on, darling. We'll just pretend we're
As
still
you
in the
see
tunnel.
what appears to have been some sort of trap laid across the entrance there.
Is it like a tripwire?
It's a tripwire of some kind, but you're not sure of what it caught, like what would its effect would be.
Watch your step. I should point to the tripwire.
Just big step over it.
Mm-hmm.
As you come into the room, you see what appears to be a very, not like undecorated, but humbly decorated. There's paintings on the walls and various like aspects of religious iconography, but you can definitely tell that this temple has been repurposed because you see what look like fairly fresher crates of stuff that have just begun to be piled up, and you see different markings and symbols of different shipping companies, even ones such as the Clovis Concord, stamped on these crates next to you.
Alright. Just gonna move this way just if people wanna.
Yeah. Nassim,
Yes.
since you're the one who's from Marquette, would you know if the Clovis Concord and the Sun Eaters have some sort of agreement between each other?
Would I know that, honey?
Mean you could roll me a history check.
I can try to find out.
Yeah. You're
Not
probably the
agreement.
only one who would maybe have some sort of idea.
14.
It would, like, this is the equivalent of like someone asking,
this
hey, does Al Qaeda have connections to the Russian government?
Hmm.
Maybe,
That's
but
right.
there's no evidence of it.
mean, probably.
Yeah, the Sun Eaters are like basically like slavers, terrorists. They're not appreciated, and I mean,
It's more likely they stole this stuff.
Either they stole it or they were given it.
Yeah.
it's hard to tell.
Yeah, fair enough.
The only evidence you have is that it's here.
Are there any like wall sconces or anything, or any like torches that we can like light up and just kind of put light in
Yeah,
the
the-
room, so we're not just relying on our light source?
I was gonna say, is this like a brazier or something? Or is this just a
It
fountain?
actually leads up to a large central brazier of some kind. If one of you wants to fly up towards the center, there is like a thing over here.
I will fly. Probably, I would say I'll fly with Kriv because he does the fire thing.
All right. So
I'll fly with him.
as you float up, you do smell that there's this kind of like resiny, like sap stuff that's still in the brazier.
How much is in there?
Mean enough that you could probably light it on fire.
Would you like to do the honors, darling?
Oh, I suppose. I'll shoot a firebolt at it.
The lights up. Chamber fills with light.
Yay! That makes it easier.
Oh, hey, there's friends here.
Gotta keep my amulet out. It's just like wrapped around my wrist.
Put him over here.
Excuse me.
As you are slowly looking through the chamber, you do notice what appears to be like old makeshift bedding, like stores and shipments of stuff everywhere. Like this chamber, like, and you don't think that these plant sentinel like things probably need to sleep, so that bed's definitely something recently added.
Yeah. So there's definitely other individuals down here. Possibly.
While I buy these boxes, can I like try to open one to see what's in it?
Sure. Do you have like a crowbar, or do you just want to like try to break it open?
Let me see if I've got a crowbar. If not, I'm gonna just try to strong arm it. But let me first see. I'm gonna just try to strong arm it. I don't got a crowbar. So, what should I do?
Strength check.
Alright. Hand.
You try to get your fingers in like the thing, but you can't quite do it.
Belgar. Be the adult.
I mean, I could certainly try.
You're stronger than me.
You say that.
I say that and now watch him roll a 1.
She's gonna jinx me, is what she's gonna do.
Oh, okay.
16.
16?
Mhm.
Alright, so as you slowly, like, you actually take your blade and you kind of wedge it in there before you peel it open with this kind of squealing protest as the lid comes off, and you flip it open. As you look inside, you see what appears to be fabric.
It's just fabric.
Still a
Anything
good
underneath it?
quality fabric, or does it look like
there's this kind of like smell of cedar that comes up from the crate, as well as like other alchemical substances that they put on that prevents pests from getting at it.
Okay, so it's still usable.
As you look at it, something about the fabric looks somewhat familiar.
Is it like my little iron silk patch?
Not quite. Not
Oh, I got excited.
You can roll me a history check if you want.
Okay, I was real excited. 24.
So the fragment, like the fabric, is of this like very rich kind of blue color.
Okay.
And as you start to look over it, you notice that there are several others. Like the hue seems to like remind you of the Hands of Ord's uniforms from Unkrell.
Is there anything on this crate that indicates where it was going?
Mean, if you want to open them up and look for some sort of message of ledger, you can certainly start prying these up.
I'm gonna start like rifling through this box, see if I can find like a ledger in this one before we start going through the others.
Investigation. As you're kind of throwing the fabric here and there, you can't really find anything on where it's being shipped to or where it was going to be shipped to.
Okay, I'm just making a mess.
Mm-hmm. Did the sentinel creatures, the vine sentinel beings that are guarding this place, did they make any sort of reaction when this room got lit up?
Nope.
Okay, they're just chilling. They're
They're
vibing.
just chilling.
Okay. Since we lit up the space, do I hear anything like any commotion coming from, one of the other directions?
Any commotion?
Yeah. Like, is there like, did us lighting this up, could someone somewhere else have been alerted?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Though you're not, though you don't hear anything at the moment.
Okay. Alright. Have you two found anything? Yelling over to Belgar and Nassim.
Just a bunch of fabric.
Yeah, just a bunch of fabric in this box. If we were looking for like a ledger or something, there might be a desk or maybe it'll be in some of the other boxes. Who knows?
All right. Darling, do we want to look through other boxes? Over to Griff.
Sure.
Alright. Yeah, let's actually go towards the bed. Can we float towards the bed? See if
Sure.
there's any- Are there any personal belongings near this bed?
Roll me an
Like-
investigation check.
Investigation. That is a 22.
So as you begin sort of like rooting through the bed, it looks like unmade. It looks slightly musty, like it has that kind of like mildewy smell to it. But as you begin to look underneath, you actually find what appears to be some sort of book that's underneath it.
Going to flip that open.
I'm gonna head over to you.
You see ass. You see dragonborn ass.
Found some smut.
Did I find smut?
You found smut. As you continue to flip, you just see like dragonborn with their parts fully extended out from its internal components. You get a really good like anatomy lesson from about Belgar's people.
I'm gonna be silly shit. Belgar,
Yes.
I found something you might want to see.
Is it a ledger?
It is.
You don't see me right now, but I'm shaking my head.
No.
Yes!
Roll me a deception, Entropia.
I will.
You are such a shit. I love it.
Oh, natural.
Reliable
Natural
talent.
one.
I have reliable talent. I know it's a natural one.
I will just say, despite your like masterfulness of deception, you can't keep yourself from snickering while saying this.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that,
And
pal.
what does Choo look like? I don't think so. Ledger. He walks over.
I'm gonna follow just because I am intrigued.
Damn.
Yeah.
if I
What is
didn't
this
roll-
ledger you found?
I'm just gonna hand it to you.
Bugger opens it up and immediately closes it again.
No,
I don't think that's a
wasn't.
ledger.
I grab
No.
it. No,
Nope. I'm gonna strength check that one.
no, let me see.
Gonna
I
fight me.
I wanted at least one silly moment.
Okay, I got a 13 to try and get it from you. Ah, damn it!
He just holds it. Nope.
That wouldn't work. I imagine
Bugger
he's
just holds it
like,
above his head. Yeah.
I fly up.
But you can't get it from his hands.
I can't get it from his hands. I'm just pulling and pulling. He's like, let me, what is in there?
Nothing you want to see, that's for sure.
Yeah! How do you know?
Because I've seen what's inside the book. That's how I know.
Entropia, what's in the book?
Do you really want to know, darling?
Yes, I want to know.
Would you like a quick anatomy lesson on Dragonborn?
She pulls even harder.
No.
What is Crib during this?
I'm over here looking at this thing, whatever this is.
Oh, it's just a, it looks like some sort of, like, how do I put this? Like, do you know, like, those sconces that, like, hold holy water in a temple?
Ah.
It's a bronze kind of, like, thing that hangs off the wall. The underside looks like, vines that are holding it up. It looks like something can go in there.
Good to know.
Well, we're being shits. Well, me being a shit.
And it seemed being far too curious.
Uh-huh.
She's just like pulling every single direction while flying around trying to see if she can get you to loosen it.
He will tuck it under his shoulder. Or under his arm.
She'll like now be like trying to pull it out of your armpit.
Anyway, but that's all I found over here, at least by the bed.
Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sleep in the bed.
Belgar, just let me see it. I'll keep fighting you on it.
If you really wanted to see an anatomy lesson, we'll take you to the brothels in a city.
Is that tapping intentional?
Oh, sorry. I was messing with something.
No worries. I gotta ask.
I know! And I really should keep in mind because I do that a lot.
Uh-huh. Anyway. You know what? I'm gonna try to pry open this crate that's right here. This one right here.
Alright.
Have Belgar do it. Distract him so I can get the book.
You know what? Sure. Let's do some chaos. Belgar, darling, can you help me open this crate? You are significantly stronger than I am.
Sure. And he'll put the book into his armor. I can come over and help you.
I'm going to sleight of hand said book.
You gonna reach down my chest plate?
I will find a way.
That is some way. I can't think of anything.
That'd be some high.
I'll
DC.
even roll that at disadvantage. Like,
Yeah.
I'll even roll a disadvantage because it'll be funny.
It would be funny.
This somehow fucking works. So even still, it is a 25.
So, the only way that I can really think about this is that if she literally, like, unbuckles part of your breastplate and, like, reaches around and, like, tries to slip it out there, but...
Yeah.
Or if she grabs it in the brief moment before it actually goes down into the breastplate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, since I did roll a 25.
That's
I mean,
Let's see.
I don't know.
See if
I'm not
Belgar
super...
can perceive it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Because that is...
Well, it's a passive perception. Unless
Oh, passive.
unless he's actively, like...
The passive is 14.
Yeah.
You're not really being sneaky, you're just grabbing.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you'd notice.
Now let's see if Entropia will actually give me the book.
It's one of those things where she quickly grabs it, and then if you're standing behind her, she's holding it, like, behind her back.
I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna like, okay. Well, while you're looking at this, I'm gonna go look at these crates over here.
Oh, for sure.
Proceeds to open it. Holy crap, that's a butt!
Ah!
Holy crap, that's a butt. That's a butt. That's a butt. That's a
You
butt.
just had to yell, darling.
There's your anatomy lesson. Have fun.
I'm gonna still hold on to the book.
I couldn't resist. You know me, darling. Looking up at Belgar.
Absolutely devious.
I'm gonna put in my inventory
Always.
Dragon-born porn.
Anyways, King Belgar attempt to open the crate.
Sure.
Yeah. Sillies aside. Oh, I distracted.
You distracted me too much.
Yeah, he just like looks at the crate and then looks over at you. He's like, "No, I'm not going to do it now."
Oh.
I don't think I will. Although,
Is
there's
there-
a bunch of crates here.
Yeah, there is. Kriv, have you found anything?
This thing on the wall over here.
What's... Entropia will start walking over. What's the thing?
Oh, that sensor?
I don't know. I'm not a holy person.
Looks to Belgar.
Something. It looks like you can put something in it.
Yeah, it looks like a sensor.
Do you...
Usually you put something in there and, like, burn it. Either for light or using holy water. Maybe to cleanse a plate.
Do we... I have holy water? I don't know if I do. Does anybody have holy water?
Holy water?
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought Nassim did.
Yeah, well, I thought I made everyone holy water when we went down into the catacombs 5 ever ago.
I think I
Yes.
used mine, so that's why I'm checking.
I have
to
2
see.
flasks.
I don't think I have any.
I have a
Um,
flask.
Is anyone willing to, if holy water would go in here, would you like to see what happens when we put holy water in there?
Sure.
Let me stand back here first, then yeah.
You burn in holy
Oh.
fire or something. I don't know.
I
I'm not
just
being serious.
spritz him, like, I wet my fingers a little bit with it and spritz him as he's flying away.
Yeah, exactly, DJ. Nazim and Entropy could use it cleansing.
But I'll take my flask and I'll put my flask into the thing.
Entropy and Nassim are just
As
being
you begin
siblings
to
right
pour it out, as soon as it hits it, the water starts to glow this kind of like greenish luminousness, almost like that bioluminescent algae from the is it the Caribbean, or I can't remember where it is. Like, you know, where like the water's like glowing as it comes in. What's it called?
now.
Oh, yeah.
That would be bioluminescent algae.
But yeah,
That's
it like
the version.
it starts glowing like that as soon as you pour the water in.
Well,
Hmm.
that's odd.
It's
Did
doing a
anything
thing.
happen?
I mean,
Is
it is
anything
wild
being
mother.
activated while... Is the amulet reacting in a different way?
I mean, it's still glowing. You're not sure if it's glowing for any different particular reason.
Okay.
I mean, if Belgar or Nassim wishes to roll a religion check.
Let's
Yeah.
both. Let's see how we do.
Oh, we're so good at that.
It's intelligence. We're gonna fail.
Good lord.
My
Yeah,
God.
we're so good at that. Nazim's pretty good at
18!
me, at least.
That's hilarious.
The
I'm a
worst
wolf.
cleric ever. Gets it.
So, as you're starting to think, like, maybe this liquid is, like, used to, like, I don't know, like, maybe if we put it on ourselves, it'll like, work the
Prick.
same way as that amulet does, or maybe it does something to the zombie guys.
Priv, come over here and get baptized.
One of the gods does like you, darling.
Reluctantly floats over.
I take some of the water, like dip it in my fingers, and all seriousness come up to Kriv, and then with my thumb, I smear it over his forehead and be like, Kriv!
It leaves a
the searing pain.
it leaves a glowing arc across your head, but beyond that, there is no burning, there's no itching, there's no psoriasis or anything else that
I'm
occurs
gonna
from
come
it.
out in pain regardless.
Roll a
Just to
performance
be-
check with advantage.
Yeah.
I will lean into this and be like, The power of the gods compels you!
The Everlight.
We're gonna use a lucky.
Do it.
Gotta make this look good, guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We're being silly here.
We've done the serious shit and now we've devolved into
Damn it. I'm gonna use another lucky.
Better. I don't know. Seems pretty good.
He's got a -1
Yeah, that's a
I know.
7.
Come on. One more roll.
overall. You can do it. I believe in you, darling.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, you immediately falls backwards. Ah! Just
The
screams.
power of the gods compels
Ah!
What did you do that for?
Imagine Tropy and Belgar being the parents.
you! Now we're having a sibling moment.
Uh-huh.
Get up,
Yeah.
you're
As you-
fine.
As you writhe on the ground, suddenly the creatures start approaching you,
Oh.
Kriv.
Oh no.
Hello.
Getting behind Belgar.
They
Oh,
immediately, their hand suddenly reaches forward as berries begin to grow out of their palms and they drop into your mouth. As they basically heal you with good berries, as if they acknowledge that you were in pain.
Delicious.
They immediately go back to stand where they were.
They're tree Baymaxes.
Well, more if you have if you're anointed with the sacred algae, they basically will assist you.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh.
as far as they were aware, Kriv was in pain.
Did they speak at all?
Nope.
They
Or
just-
you did not hear them speak. They just kind of.
They came over and gave you berries and said, "See you."
Here,
Walked away.
Nice.
how would you rate your
No,
pain?
it's that scene of the Hulk giving Ant-Man the taco. He's just like,
Well, time to make that a meme.
I think there's going to be many memes made tonight.
But yes, the
tonight.
green men appear. The green men now appear to help Kriv, who is now anointed with the sacred algae.
Would you like to baptize all of us?
Proceeds to baptize all of us.
Yay.
All right, so I will just put a little thing on you to denote that you're all blessed.
I'm going to bless. Yeah.
So what are these things called?
Are they called blights? I can't. They're a specific type of tree zombie. Let me see if I'm remembering this correct.
I'll just call it-
Troglodytes.
I'm just gonna call it tree zombie.
Troglodyte.
That's what I'm calling them.
Or just like-
Yes, they are blights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tree blights.
Little vine
So
blight
now
bitches.
I probably won't necessarily have to have my amulet out if they're gonna be nice to us.
Though they are special because they're slightly better than the standard blight.
Mm-hmm.
I just need the amulet for a door or something.
Yeah. All right. Well, shall we continue?
Sure.
Oh,
So we came from this way. So is there a way here, here, and here?
There is a passageway at all four corners of it.
Okay. Do we want to go through? Do we want to go that way, pointing towards this way? Yeah,
Yeah, I would say south.
yeah. Considering there's 2 guards, I
Mhm.
feel like we should follow where the guards are.
We could split up.
nah.
I'll still go. I'll still go
Come
first.
on.
Worked so well before.
It works well every time.
So,
So
you want
far.
to come down to the other chamber?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're making our way.
So, as you all step into this one, you see far more green, and actually, as you look up, this chamber is massive, and as you immediately go in, your footsteps begin to echo. As you look up, and for a brief second, you think you see stars, but then you suddenly realize that they are vines that are hanging out of the ceiling and glowing kind of a pale bluish green, the same color of the algae stuff that anoints you, and you realize that, oh, these are the roots. This is like an underground sky. This is the holy of holies of this place.
I'm
You think
assuming
that's the
this
tree we saved?
It could be. Or it's something else entirely. I'm seeing there's at least one wall sconce here. So, I'm assuming we light that one up, just so that way we have a permanent light there.
Oh, it's not a sconce. It's another one of
Okay.
those bronze things. Like, where you can pour the holy water in.
Oh, okay, misunderstood. Got it.
Another sensor thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
What's the
Alright.
deal with this guy?
Well,
He's
appears to be
dead.
dead.
He's very dead.
Intrepid, you still have that ring of spell storing and speak with dead?
I don't have it attuned.
Ah.
I think it still has speak of death. Let me look, because I still have it. I just need to double check and see what spell is currently on it.
They never have anything interesting to say anyway.
Let's see. I do have currently speak with dead on it, but I am not attuned to it right now. I would have to swap something. Does this skeletal body have a bullet hole in it anywhere?
No, actually.
Okay.
Or at least, if it did, it probably hit somewhere more fleshy. You're not quite
Gotcha.
sure. I will say, as you're standing in the darkness of the chamber, you suddenly hear something. A voice that is familiar to you, particularly, Entropia.
Uh-oh.
Well, well, well. Now, I wasn't expecting to see you again.
It's a Kimbo!
That bitch!
Wait.
I was not expecting you, of all people, to answer my request. Now, would you be so kind and not step any closer?
I can't step at all.
Fair enough. Anyway,
Can I tell, like...
it is echoing impossibly
Okay.
in this room. And it is so big that if he wanted to hide from you guys, he probably could.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I assume that you simply came in here by accident? Or are you possibly here to make a deal?
That entirely depends on what deal, darling.
Quite simple, especially with one such as yourself. This place has become rather run down, as it were. Rather filled with opportunity. There will be people that will leave this city soon, leaving properties up for businessmen such as myself. I know food has become valuable, and as you can probably guess to one such as I have no care for it. So how about this? You do a little job for me, and you can have all the provisions that I have stored here to continue on your merry way getting the fuck away from me.
I imagine when Entropia laughs, it echoes. That's extra creepy.
And if you are worried about your conscience, it doesn't require killing or anything else. Just a little spot of pickpocketing. Something simple.
Nothing is ever that simple, darling.
Especially for this one, it is. I simply can't go out there for obvious reasons, but you can pass as living quite easily.
What happened to you? If I may ask.
How about this? You do this job, and as an added little treat, I'll tell you.
Entropy's she's gonna slip on her mask of the Raven Queen and my mask does nothing, darling. It's
Nah, I'm not buying that shit. That stays off. And none of you reach for your weapons now.
What are you so afraid of?
I'm afraid of the people that killed my men, stole my tank, and drove me out of a proper business opportunity. So, let's try this again. Are you interested, or shall you turn yourselves around and leave?
So, not putting the mask on, still mentally to the ether, to the matron. Mother, someone here is afraid of you. Can you help me find them?
As you reach out for the Raven Queen, you suddenly feel that there's something interrupting your connection, and then you realize this place is sacred to someone else.
In that case, she will then switch, keeping her, because she's had the Wild Mother amulet tied to her wrist, so she's just gonna hold on to that. Now, we've never crossed paths, darling. But there's a poison here in your temple. Will you help me find it, so that way I may remove it for you? That's to the Wild Mother.
Roll me a religion check.
Alright.
What are the rest of you doing while this is happening?
Just chilling here for now.
Not even gonna ask anything? Come
15.
now. Come now, what's wrong? Cat's got your tongue? Or do you just let the dead bitch speak for you?
What does a 15 religion get me? Is that enough?
You feel an energy pass, but you do not hear anything.
Okay.
It's to be expected. You never really worshipped the Wild Mother before.
Okay. What object are you looking for, darling?
Simple. You go to the palace and get the rid of sales of some of the properties here in the city.
Get rid of the sales, as in...
The writ of sales.
Writ of sales. She's not stepping forward. She's just just a little bit. She's just like pacing like back and forth, like side to side, like going like this and that way. Thinking. Looks to Belgar and Nassim. What do you think, darlings?
I mean, we could just drive them out of this city too.
Yeah, it sounds like what I would do anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't hard the last time.
I'm not here to fight you. Not this time. And if you're interested, if you're willing to do business with me, I can give you information about someone who is more than willing and is raring to fight you all. Unless you do not wish to know on why I was approached by the Golden Standard.
Oh, have you run into him?
Yeah, and he's got something planned for you.
Oh, I know, darling. I
Yeah, we
know.
know.
Yeah, we're
And
already
so
aware.
do I. Help me, and I help you in this.
What's stopping you from just giving us fake information once we get you what you want?
Well, guess you'll just have to trust me. I also haven't shot any of you yet.
Well, our backs aren't turned.
Fair enough. You actually sense a kind of like... You know he doesn't have lips, but you feel like the lightness to his voice as if he actually genuinely was amused by that.
Why don't we shake on it, darling?
No. Your word is as good as mine.
What if I promise to not pull out any of my weapons?
That doesn't acknowledge any of your friends swearing anything.
Entropia will look to you, the rest of you.
Yeah, the problem is, I kind of am a weapon.
Wait, so Kriv.
Yeah, exactly.
Will you allow me to step forward alone, darling? Or are you that afraid of death?
Oh, I never said I wasn't afraid of death. I fight death every single day. Though death seemingly doesn't have the same grip on me as anyone else, I just try to keep myself in one piece. So trust me. What? Consider my caution as a professional courtesy, from one rogue to the next.
I can respect that.
If you're not interested, then just leave.
I'm waiting for Kriv to just fireball the room at random.
I am too, actually, honestly.
I
He's
don't
like,
care.
nah.
I don't care how big the room is.
Would I get a... I know this... Well, this is the Wild Mother's temple, so I wouldn't get as much from the matron. But it's like, would I get a sense, like, is it time for him or not?
Hard to tell.
Fair
Though,
enough.
you feel like that there's something more to this.
Mm-hmm. May I ask a question? Not relating to this possible deal, darling.
Shoot.
Well, I can't, but...
I know.
I noticed that some of the crates had the Clovis Concord.
All these
Simple one.
questions, and yet I have nothing to see for it in return. How about I get some answers?
Well, you've never given me any answers, so why would I give you any?
I made you a very generous offer. I mean, if anything, if we're going to say about the matters of being square, I didn't roll up into your business, kill all of your men, drive you out of a good opportunity. So let's just say you owe me something.
I mean, you shot me in the kneecaps for being sassy.
You shot me with lightning.
So that's what I do.
He tried to burn me.
That's what he does.
Excuse me, I think at least in that matter we're fair, which still puts me at a deficit.
Maybe don't hoard people's water. An
Maybe they
astronomical
should.
prop.
Well, maybe they shouldn't be weak.
Then Tropia's gonna look over to Kriv. Would you like to light it up, darling?
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Or what?
Oh, don't you wouldn't have to worry about me. It's just the defenders of this place would be very upset if you decided to burn the most sacred room of this temple. Or any room, that matter.
Show yourself, darling. Otherwise, I will not take your deal.
Take my deal, otherwise I don't show myself.
How much is the golden standard offered? I guarantee we can double it.
I highly doubt that.
What's the price? There's no harm in knowing that, is it?
If you want to double it, their offer was 50,000 gold. So tell me, you got 100,000 on you?
Do we, Belgar?
Probably.
Probably not.
Well, very close. 9 to 5,000.
So
We're very close.
only 95,000.
That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
I don't wanna-
Close.
I don't want to wipe out all of our money, our entire fund. I mean, I have 4,000 gold on me. Actually,
You could just kill this guy and be done with it, dude.
I mean, I've got 2K on me.
yeah, no, let's not do that.
You guys so rich.
Yeah, right?
We are.
Poor as fuck.
Okay, but
Give
unlike
Big Daddy some money.
okay, but
Wait, hold on,
unlike
how-
them, their powers don't run like money. Unlike yours, poor Kriv.
Question. Out of game question. I have 141 gold bars. How much is a gold bar worth as far as gold coins in comparison to gold coins?
I mean, if you were to go to a goldsmith and try to get that appraised, you probably could find that out. But at the moment, you have no idea.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna say we just cut our losses and just get out of here.
This is the place we were looking for, though.
Mm-hmm.
It has all the materials in it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he's here.
And
It'll
it,
probably prevent-
and if you want to get to the food, you're gonna need me. You'll never find it without my help. And if anything, I'll be sure to destroy it if you double-cross me. It does me no good.
Can I get any sense of where he
It
is?
is an echoey mess in here.
I'm gonna take one step forward.
Trying your luck there, Missy, or are you trying to pinpoint where I'm at?
I simply want to get a better look at the room. As she's actually like looking around.
I have a slight idea to maybe this is a stretch.
What's your idea?
Nassim might reach out to the Wild Mother. She does some naturey magic.
Sorta, with the sky and all.
Yeah, well, Wild Mother can also have Tempest Clerics, so I'm gonna just reach out and be like, so I know I'm not under your purview, but I do nature magic, you do nature magic.
As you just feel Cord's presence just lean over your shoulder like, are you fucking serious right now?
This ain't your temple.
I'm not trying to make a deal with her. I just want to know where he is in the fucking room.
Unless he wants to strike a lightning bolt in Wild Mother's temple.
It's a bit outside of his purview, but...
Yeah.
Exactly.
This ain't your house. Get out.
Does the Wild Mother throw me a bone?
Roll me a religion check.
Let's see.
You're theoretically better than me.
In theory, there is a tenuous. Nine. No, nothing.
No,
You
nothing.
sensed this kind of warm energy pass through you, almost through the air, as if it was like a chuff of laughter, as if she's amused by you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, Nassim's shoulders just like slump with her a failed attempt.
Sands falling through the glass. My deal. Take it or leave it. Oh hell, don't even do it for yourself. I'll happily give all these provisions to the good people of this city if you want that rather than yourselves.
So, I have an interesting idea.
Oh.
Fuck it. We're gonna try it.
Oh.
She's gonna put her arms out. Go ahead. Shoot me. I will not take your deal, darling.
Never said I was.
Go ahead, as she'll step forward again, enticing him.
Goodbye. As his voice just suddenly trails away.
Do I hear his footsteps?
What's your passive perception?
My passive? Oh, I'd be actively listening?
Alright, give me a perception check.
Do I hear it with my passive?
That is a 21 for my active perception.
Alright, I need to... Where is he? Okay, Kimbo. Let me roll for... you hear nothing. What was your passive, Nassim?
My passive's 19.
Nope. If you
Then
want to know, he rolled a 31 on his stealth.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, he's a rogue, so
Yeah,
he's gonna have...
you do not hear him say anything else.
She's immediately going to dart for these guys. Please help. Since she's there.
They're looking at you.
She points down the hall. Someone hurt my friend. Help.
They run forward. Start just looking around.
She's gonna point in a direction to try to see if she can send these guys to go find Akimbo. That's kind of what I'm going for. I was gonna see if he would shoot me, I could be like, "Help! I've been shot," and then send them off. That was my plan.
So, I'll just tell you this because it's easier than going on this whole song and dance. He also anoints himself when he's down here. That's how, basically, he had that as a security deposit. If you guys attacked him, those things would have come after you as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was basically like, yeah.
Yeah.
So they run off into the darkness, but beyond that, nothing really comes of it.
Alright, well, we found the place.
Yeah.
Well, we found everything that isn't the food, I guess.
And Troby's gonna start running through this room.
I'm gonna just...
Oop.
Whoops.
Sorry, I was just doing... Ah!
Your blessing's moving.
I was just doing generic walking around the perimeter.
You just sprint like straight like through the room, just kind of like running. You just see the stones, you see everything else. You're almost just running around angrily. You step through some of the water, and you're just kind of like, there's just like the impudent rage of just missing him once again.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's pissed.
Just walking. I was just walking around.
Is it fair to say that Entropia will just like scream in this place and it just echoes out in frustration?
Uh-huh.
As you do so, the sentinel immediately turns around and gives you a good berry.
She crushes it in her hand. She's pissed. Now she's got berry juice all over her hand. Yeah.
Oh. But I feel this is a good place to call it a night.
I'm gonna find that fucker. I'm going to kill him.
I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. Oh, if he don't leave me alone, he's gonna have to send me home.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, thank you all so much for watching. I've been your host, the Three-Eyed Pigeon. My friends call me Fergie, and these were my derps. Say bye, derps.
Bye,
Bye.
derps.
When I feel up to it, I sometimes stream on Fridays. Avi, what are you doing this week?
I'll probably do a stream late night Tuesday and Thursday night. Not quite sure what I'll be doing yet, but that'll be the days.
All right.
And then on Sunday there's the D&D, and that'll be the last D&D for the year actually, because
Yes.
we'll be being on hiatus for basically the remainder of November and December because of all the holiday stuff.
Yes.
So starting December 1st, which would be the Sunday after Thanksgiving, we will be going on a hiatus for the rest of the year because everyone's busy and also holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go on.
No, after you.
I was gonna say, so if you want to catch us again for the final D&D stream, that'll be next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it'll be done until 2025.
And if you want your fix in the meantime, we have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Please go to the YouTube channel.
watch the YouTubes. Catch up on our stuff.
Yeah.
It's DnDream Roleplay, and that's everywhere. Our stuff is in the link tree on our thing. Madam DM, was there anything you were doing?
I know probably will be streaming Wednesday with my couple friends, some chaos as we do. Might be streaming tomorrow and Friday. Tomorrow will probably be Dragon Age. I'm not sure what Friday will be. Haven't decided yet, but yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all so much, and good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
And I will rate us out to as my channel, and they're playing Red Dead Redemption 2. So if you want to watch that here, stick around on my channel and you get to see that.
It's thematic. We were just dealing with a cowboy. Now you're gonna go watch cowboys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So have fun, everybody. Good night.
Bye.
Big iron, big iron. There's a stranger in the cave with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.